This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
This episode is brought to you by Paycor, the HR and payroll software built for leaders. Frontline managers and business leaders need help recruiting, hiring, training, developing, promoting, and retaining their employees. Paycor's HR software helps leaders do all that and more. Try Paycor for free with a 1-month trial. Visit paycor.com/Spotify for details. That's PAYCOR.com/Spotify.
This episode is brought to you by the podcast Tools and Weapons with Brad Smith. You know, one of my favorite subjects to discuss is technology. Because when you think about it, there are few things in the world that can improve or destroy the world like the technologies that humans create. The question is, how do we find the balance? Well, one of my favorite podcasts that aims to find the answers to these questions is hosted by my good friend, Brad Smith, the Vice Chair and President of Microsoft. From AI to cybersecurity and even sustainability, every episode takes a fascinating look at the best ways we can use technology to shape the world. Follow and listen to Tools and Weapons with Brad Smith on Spotify now.
If you care about the state of the world and want to set it on a better course, we have a solution that may be somewhat surprising. Work in finance. At CFA Institute, our programs and courses are deeply rooted in ethical perspective. But we don't just teach. We create codes of conduct and impact key policy issues with global governments and regulators. To join a global network of investment professionals, visit cfainstitute.org/setthestandard today.
Hello? I'm a Marine.
No matter how you served.
My buddies from the Army are all gone now. I'm really alone.
No matter what you're going through.
I keep getting calls about the bills, and I'm trying to get a job. I feel so stuck.
We are here for you. If you or a veteran in your life is experiencing thoughts of suicide, dial 988, then press 1 to reach the Veterans Crisis Line.
This podcast contains mature content, explicit language, suggestive situations, and partial to full frontal nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Don't let your kids listen to this.
Fuentes told me today, did you know, Zach, that there was a spinoff
Of Bar Rescue?
Yes.
No.
With Taffer as the host, Marriage Rescue. I know. I saw the trailer. I was like,
What? Hold on a sec.
It's like marriage counseling.
Everyone calm down, okay? Everyone calm down. Hold on. Let's look into this.
Maze, I need you to clip and replay Zach's gasp.
True shock and awe right there. Wait a second. There was only 6 episodes?
Only 1 season.
You don't say. You're saying he couldn't rescue these marriages? Let me read the episode titles, okay? Episode 1. Maybe you're just a horrible wife. Episode 2, you married a fool. Episode 3, your wife thinks you're boring. Episode 4, no integrity. Episode 5, you guys are screwed. Episode 6, you're a freaking liar.
And you're telling me this show did not succeed?
I'm going to watch all of these as soon as we're over. As soon as this episode is done.
Did they run out of bars to rescue?
I mean, we have to go to that one in Orange County.
Oh, Maze. It is amazing. So it's a sports bar, but they don't have any of the sports packages.
Yeah, none of the sports packages.
He decided he wants the bartenders to all be these women who are dressed in bikinis, but like the bikinis don't match. Anything goes.
Yeah, it's just bring your own.
The original episode was filmed in like 2013 or 2014, and then they had to go back to rescue it again because the dude, Terry, my guy Terry, fucked it all up again. But there's this bartender, and as I was like looking up facts about like this bar and this episode, because Zach's like, oh, I want to go to this bar, I stumbled on their Instagram account, and she's still there. When she was on these episodes, she was 20, early 20s.
Yeah.
And now it's like, her whole life has passed her by and she's still there.
I said, we have to go. And Amin said, I'm going with you. This is the start of the Bar Rescue podcast.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
And then he said, she works on Saturdays. And I was like, how do you know that?
Dude, I did my research.
It's a cosmic mix of the action of the 90s combined with the exploitation films of the 70s. But with modern touches, it's hyper-violence, but it knows that it is. It's a little bit Tarantino. It's definitely a little bit Michael Mann. It's kind of a cosmic gumbo. It almost moves to the beat of jazz.
People are genetically inferior, or they're culturally crippled, or they're socially deprived.
How come God couldn't make everyone one color, like tan?
I wish I'd fucked a black broad before I got married.
I could really feel 400 years of oppression and anger in every pelvic thrust.
I can smell horny across an ocean.
Not all women.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you.
Just the hot ones.
Hello, Oprah.
You're not allowed to go down on me for 1 month.
No, Judith,
Don't
please.
make me take away your masturbation privileges.
Yeah, I'm horny too, baby.
Hey, Charmin, come on down here. Will you want to exercise my dominance?
Scaring.
I'm getting a patriarchal urge.
Don't mind me. Just keep doing what you're doing. We're a team. We work together.
I don't know if you were paying attention.
I wasn't.
Please, goddammit! Just one more drink! I'll cut off your tits with a knife, you bitch!
5 whiskeys. That's breakfast on the river.
Yo, you have to clip it, Maze.
Clip what? A fucking tiger? What are you talking about?
It's not that hard. Just chop, boom, out.
Wow, Maze has a really hard job.
This is going to be the worst episode we've ever done.
My people don't give a ding-dong diddly about what flag fly over Hawaii.
You bore me, Fury.
Where is the Mikwo film?
He's nothing but a bag of meat and flesh and tendon.
Why didn't they just name him Spaghetti Lasagna?
Fuck, this movie's 2 hours long?
Not the whole thing.
This is like the John Gruden emails of movies.
Do you like ducks?
Or a trench coat full of bees flying around? Like, that would scare me. Imagine
Bees are cool.
That's a duck, man.
No, I get it.
Coolio.
You're the devil's baby mama.
I didn't lie, Annie. I just didn't tell you certain things.
Don't play no reindeer games with me.
An American ninja? What are you talking about? There is no such thing.
You've gotten rich off of the people in this town. You bet your ass I have. And I'm going to get richer.
Coughlin's Law.
Go into incredibly descriptive details of the story so we all know.
Oh, man. I wish I had better notes.
Have you ever heard such a pile of shite?
Once I get a DVD player, I'm going to watch Gallo Walkers once a day.
Come here and give me a squudge.
You know what to do from here, Internet.
All right, cool. Let me Google how to open QuickTime.
Justice is blind.
He's got space dementia.
But it can be heard.
Time to find out exactly what this ooze can do.
Pull a fucking rabbit out of your dick and phobe.
I'm Temecula's newest hard-on, dog.
Hey, look at here. Why don't we eat us a few thousand beers and you can tell me what's buzzing in the big bad city.
Coming at you! You gotta look out for number one. Set your sights on the stars and the sun. Look out for number one. You gotta push a little harder, push a little harder. Yeah.
Enough! It's not funny anymore.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
Welcome to Cinephobe, the podcast. We break down the movies here.
What a cold open.
You're afraid of it, you love. I'm Zach Harper. That's Amin and Mayes. That's Anthony Mayes. Levitard and Friends Network. Meadowlark Media. Top of the Lark. Heard a rumor. Haven't confirmed. Heard a rumor on, I guess, a mystery crate now a couple of weeks ago. They claim to be Top of the Lark.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I don't see anybody up here. Mean, do you see anybody up here at the top of the Lark?
It's mad lonely at the top.
Maybe Pablo.
Wait, by the time this airs, Pablo will have been already on for 2 months, 3 months?
Yeah, probably.
The timelines really messed me up.
Timeline got fucked up.
You need to review this, by the way. Otherwise, Top of the Lark's going away, and there will be no Top of the Lark.
5,950. Come on, let's get to 6,000.
How are we not at 6,000 yet? 6,000 by the end of this episode, or it's done.
The timeline is confusing on that. You guys have more time than you think you do, but still, get out there and get those reviews in.
Indeed.
Declare, speak French with left hand, says file. Love the chemistry. Want more guest appearances from Meadowlark personalities.
Oh.
That's in the works.
If you have a submission, reminder, 40% or lower on the Rotten Tomatoes audience or critic score. We're so deep in the daisy chain, the deepest we've ever been, by far.
Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain.
Liam Neeson month led to Blacklight.
It didn't.
Led to Aiden Quinn to Practical Magic. Sandy Bullock took us to Speed 2 Cruise Control. Tamura Morrison brought us to Barbed Wire. Clint Howard took us to Waterboy. Brett Rice, who we all know, took us to Fled. Then Lawrence Fishburne took us to The Ice Road. Fishburne took us into the black hole that is Event Horizon. Now
we're back from hell.
I am using Jack Noseworthy, a.k.a. Blindwire, a.k.a. Mr. Justin,
Baby Bear,
for the 1992 comedy Encino Man.
Comedy as well. I feel like they could have thrown another genre on there.
Yeah, for sure, right? Historic.
High school.
I told Stu Gatz the movie we're releasing this week is Ice Road. And I said, this is your kind of movie, man. It's Liam Neeson. It's Lawrence Fishburne. And he said, I'm sold. I read him the synopsis and he asked me, I just have one question. Is there a scene where they're driving over the ice and the ice starts to break and they have to beat the ice? And I was like, see, I told you, it's your kind of movie.
That's right up his alley.
That was a file sweep, right?
Nope. Phobed it.
Maze phobed it.
Oh.
You know what he's doing.
I forgot you don't like fun.
Encino Man stars Brendan Fraser, Sean Astin, and Pauly Shore. Academy Award winner Brendan Fraser, I should say, is a repeat offender.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
The Poison Rose. Clip it, Maze. Clip every fucking line he has in that movie.
It's nice to see you again, Mr. Carson Phillips. Scoring, setting records.
Scoring. So this is incredibly topical. Too bad the timeline fucked it up.
Yeah.
I know. We got 2 Academy Award winners in this one.
Coming off the heels of the Encino Man Oscars.
Fraser had this movie and School Ties come out in 1992, essentially kicking off his career. Then he had Son-in-Law in 1993, sort of. And then Airheads, In the Army Now, and The Scout, canon?
Nope.
In 1994.
I mean, could canonize it.
Maybe.
Good. Yeah. It's on the daisy chain floor.
Stay tuned.
I wish I had my notes. Sean Astin had Toy Soldiers in 91, this movie in 92, and then I forgot to write down what movie was in 93. I don't know. I just said, and then in 93.
Rudy, I'm guessing.
That must have been it.
Also, The Goonies.
Oh, yeah.
He's Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings, and a little bit of a short film that we spent some time discussing.
Oh my God.
My Wife is a Bingo.
Oh,
I thought that was going to be our cold open. I forgot.
Me too. And then you guys talked about Bar Rescue for 25 minutes.
and Marriage Rescue.
Marriage Rescue, yeah.
That was good, man. It's legitimately good. How did that not win an Oscar in 2007 for Best Short?
Gary Cole, ass off.
Gary Cole, ass off. Leslie Bibb, ass off.
No ass to be seen on Leslie Bibb.
I mean, Sean Astin was great in it.
Yeah.
Just yelling at Blockbuster.
Just,
My wife is a bingo.
it's on YouTube. Go watch it. My Wife is a Bingo.
Written and directed by Etan Cohen, who wrote Tropic Thunder.
Did he?
Wow, good for him. Pauly Shore, repeat offender from Class Act.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
He had this movie in Class Act in 92, Son-in-Law in 93, and In the Army Now in 1994.
Pauly Shore also Jury Duty, Biodome, The Wash, Pauly Shore is Dead, and Bucky Larson.
Megan Ward from PCU. Does PCU qualify?
It doesn't. It's slightly too high.
Robin Tunney from Empire Records and The Craft. Michael DeLuise, repeat offender from Master of Disguise.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Patrick Van Horn, repeat offender from Four Christmases, and you know him as Sue from Swingers.
Oh, that's right.
Rick Ducommun.
Rick Ducommun.
Same note too, man. Professor Ducommun in this movie.
From The Burbs, Gremlins 2, The New Batch, The Last Boy Scout, Groundhog Day, and he's a repeat offender from Last Action Hero and Class Act.
And Loaded Weapon 1.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
He's got a resume. Also in MVP Most Valuable Primate, where the primate plays hockey.
Ooh, file.
I wanted MVP to be my daisy chain, and it doesn't qualify.
What?
It doesn't qualify.
Richard Masur?
Mazer.
Mazer?
Dick Mazer.
No, that's Masur. Dick Masur.
You Masur about that? You Masur about that? That's why?
My dick sore. I mean, Dick was sore.
License to Drive, future Cinephobe file. Academy Award winner, Ke Huy Quan from The Goonies and Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Also Everything Everywhere All at Once.
And he's going to be in Loki season 2.
Nice.
Rose McGowan from Biodome, Scream, and Ready to Rumble. Repeat offender and Daisy Chain Link, Jack Noseworthy from Barbed Wire and Event Horizon.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Eric Avari, repeat offender from Daredevil and Master of Disguise. Jerry Bednob from Friday After Next and 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Mooch, clip it, Maze.
It's about connection.
It's all about connections.
It's set about cock and ass and tits and butthole pleasures.
It's not about butthole pleasures at all.
It's not about this rusty trombone and the dirty Sanchez.
Please stop.
And the Cincinnati bow tie.
Mooch.
And the pussy juice cocktail. And the shit-stained balls.
Mooch, just please stop.
And bed knobs and broomsticks.
Broomsticks?
Yeah.
Mark Adair Rios, repeat offender from Speed 2 Cruise Control. Repeat offender Sandra Hess, who was Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Also, Von Strucker and Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
So we've officially knocked out her resume. I'm very proud of that. The big 3 for Sandra Hess.
Rachard Montoya, repeat offender from Nacho Libre. Smokin' Joe Frazier from Rocky.
Joe Frazier was in this movie?
As footage on the TV.
Oh, yeah.
Ronna Morrison, repeat offender from What Happens in Vegas and National Treasure Book of Secrets. And repeat offender Arnold Schwarzenegger from Last Action Hero, Hercules in New York, Twins, Eraser, and Batman and Robin.
Are we giving Arnold a full point for that?
Yeah.
Or is it like a half point, like a photograph?
He was moving. He talked. He has a line.
From another movie.
Whatever. Still a line. Whoopi got a half because she was a picture. She was a photograph.
Ruling?
She did.
Look at this photograph.
For a picture that I'm still not sure is Whoopi.
I'm pretty sure that was her.
Coolio got credit for not even being in the movie. I mean, that's the bar, right?
Exactly. Yeah, come on, man. That's ridiculous.
Coolio.
Encino Man was directed by Les Mayfield. He directed Back to the Future, The Ride, Miracle on 34th Street, Flubber, Blue Streak, The Man, and Codename The Cleaner. Written by George Zalum and Sean Sheps. George wrote The Cape and the whole shebang. That's it. Sean wrote this movie, Son-in-Law, Drumline, and she was in Terminator.
Also wrote 2 episodes of Weeds. So, real accomplished crew. Les Mayfield was a veteran of behind-the-scenes promotional documentaries, and George Zalum was his producer.
Synopsis for Encino Man. When they find a frozen caveman in their backyard, 2 high school outcasts thaw him and introduce him to modern life, while he in turn gets them to actually enjoy life.
Stoney was already enjoying life.
Yeah, he's always.
Dave still doesn't enjoy life.
Dave's a fuckhead, man.
That was the revelation for this movie.
I got a lot of notes on this shithead, man. Tagline, where the Stone Age meets the Rock Age.
I didn't know it was called the Rock Age, but otherwise, good tagline.
Rock of Ages?
How about another one? A chillin' new comedy in full Neander vision.
Wow, they really had it until Neander vision.
Yeah.
Threw it all away right there.
Yeah, just say a chillin' new comedy.
Neander vision.
Hold on. That's a very 20CB thing about how movies were shot, right? In Panavision and shit like that.
100%, yeah. $7 million estimated budget, grossed $40.6 million US and worldwide. That's a hit.
Yeah, there's some stuff in the trivia about this that we'll talk about later, but Disney bet big on Pauly Shore, and all of his movies made money.
Before we jump into this movie and you listen to the rest of this podcast, Encino Man is a rental. I bought it for $18 on a digital copy.
It was an expensive purchase.
It was.
I can't support that strategy, Zach. If it was one of those that was like $8 to buy, $4 to rent, I would get it. But 18.
Encino Man receives 15% on 34 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, 56% from the audience on over 100,000 ratings. Amin, would you like the positive or the negative reviews?
Glass half full kind of guy, Zach. Give me the positives.
Hey, John, that's weird. That glass looks half full to me.
Wow. Now that you mention it, it is half full.
David Nusser of Real Film Reviews. Watchable, yet somewhat disappointing. Heather Borner of Common Sense Media. Silly teen comedy has some Neanderthal behavior.
Neanderthal vision.
Rich Klein of Shadows on the Wall. Stupid, but endearing. Caffeinated Clint of Movie Hole. High-spirited, no holds barred fun.
Really?
Oz of eFilmCritic.com.
Hold on. Now I have a harmonica. I wonder if I can do that.
Oh boy, this ought to be good.
Yep, rummage through your tools for us.
My tools.
No. Nothing like
Pauly Shore's Finest Hour.
Oh my God.
Probably true.
It actually might be, man. It's this or Biodome.
We'll have to ascertain.
Did I tell you guys about the time Pauly Shore came into the Oakley store?
You have not regaled us with this tale.
Shut up with this Mad Libs bullshit.
I'm telling you, Pauly Shore came into the Oakley store one day.
Oakley.
Why was he in Sacramento? No idea. But he came in and he was trying to get people to go watch Pauly Shore is Dead.
Okay, so this is 2003.
It must have been early on in the store then.
Wow. Zach's still kind of wide-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I think I was just a lead instead of an assistant manager yet, still young.
Were you dribbling the basketball yet?
Oh, for sure. No. Basketball was right away. Basketball, Nerf football. I was at the back of the store where the registers were when he walked in. And I remember thinking, that looks a lot like Pauly Shore. And then he started talking. I was like, that's definitely Pauly Shore. And then I thought, wow, he looks like shit. He looked really bad. But he was promoting Pauly Shore is Dead, and he was kind of a dick about it. We weren't like fawning all over the idea of going to see this movie at the Crest Theater or something like that. And so like he was kind of put off that we weren't amazed by it. There you go. Pauly Shore, Oakley, collision course.
You still got them, Oakleys?
User Dylan B. 5 out of 5 stars.
Dylan Brooks.
Great movie. It has the 90s comedy feel to it. Remember watching this as a kid, and now rewatching, I'm noticing all the adult jokes it has, and I was loving every bit of it. Overall, it's a feel-good movie, and it's worth your time, especially if you're high while watching Stoney for President.
Adult jokes? You mean like the rape?
Whoop.
Oh, man, did I send you guys the video?
I don't like that transition.
That is a rough one. What?
The TikTok is a TikTok video about these guys on a podcast, and the one guy's talking about using hard R. He's like, I used a hard R all the time back in the early 2000s, mid-2000s. And now I couldn't even think about using a hard R. And the other host is like, wait, what? Like, yeah, like hard R. You say it all the time. I don't think we're talking about the same thing. He's like, no, yeah, the hard R word. Are you talking about the N-word? He's like, no, that's the N-word. I'm talking about hard R. You know.
Well, see, with the transition that you made, I thought you were talking about rape.
Same. And when you said video, that was rough.
You yelled rape at the top of your lungs.
Mom, I honestly thought I was going to be raped for a second. He had the craziest look in his eyes. And at one point he said, let's get it on.
That was about the fighting. I'm so not a raper.
Blank user, 3.5 out of 5. Not the smartest movie ever, but it's not trying to be. And in the end, it illustrates the important message that friends and chosen family are much more important than popularity or fame. Stoney for President.
Oh, come on, man.
What year are these Stoney for President reviews coming from?
I think they were like 2021.
Oh, my God.
User Guy M. 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Guy Mitchie.
A great example of 90s culture and humor. It is a fun story of adaptation, a common fish out of water movie, but with 90s style and classic lines that are still remembered today. Don't wheeze the juice.
That's not, no one says that today.
Blank user, 5 out of 5. 17%
At this point, I don't even know why anyone would bother reading the so-called professional reviewers' ratings. This movie is a classic form, a time when movies were simple.
Simple Jack.
We've had that exact review verbatim 9 million times during the history of this podcast.
That's why this podcast exists.
That's true.
Critics are fucking stupid.
Blank user, 5 out of 5. This movie is great, guys. Not sure what these snobs are talking about.
Thanks.
Blank user, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Yes, while I admit that this movie does require a tolerance for stupidity, I've been watching this for years. While I can understand why people don't like this movie, and while I'm probably not the most trustworthy source for a review on this movie, I actually kind of enjoy movies like this. I liked it. I give this movie the following ratings. General enjoyment, 9 out of 10. Jokes, 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Story, 7 out of 10. Characters, Pauly Shore out of 10.
I agree.
Stoney for president.
Last one, blank user, 4 out of 5 stars.
No one's putting their name on any of this shit.
This movie is so funny. For fans of the ridiculous aspects of the early 90s, Pauly Shore at his Pauly Shreest. It was my favorite Father's Day gift this year.
Kids hate you.
Did he get it from his son-in-law? Oh!
Who's in the army
Jury
now?
duty? Oh.
Good one, guys.
Biodome.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Negative reviews.
Stop being a pessimist. This tank is not half full. It's half empty.
Malcolm Johnson of the Hartford Courant, the strongest contender imaginable for the worst picture of the summer. Sheila Johnston of The Independent. The film, School of Bob and Ted and Wayne and Garth, but inferior in all regards, illustrates the theory of reverse evolution. I think she meant Bill and Ted, but I didn't want to say anything. I think she's got an amazing fucking body. Always puts her over the top. Brian Orndorff of BrianOrndorff.com. Encino Man is frighteningly dated, but it was never made to be timeless. I just wish the picture had more laughs or instinctive madness. Steve Crum of Kansas City, Kansas. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Did someone say Pauly Shore?
Shouldn't even say crumb, crumb, crumb.
Alex Sandell of Juicy Cerebellum.
Sandell Richardson.
Now I remember why I keep hoping Pauly Shore never has a comeback. Ken Hankey of Mountain Express, Asheville, North Carolina. Why is Ken Hankey orgasming there?
I don't know.
There is no excuse.
Okay.
Peter Travers of Rolling Stone.
Traverse City.
God help us all.
These are getting dark.
And last one, blank user, 1 out of 5 stars. CBS Radio Network is a liar. We'll get a means first note after these messages.
Listener, what's up? Zach Harper coming to you live from Just Making My Picks on Prize Picks, the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. For my money and your money, the easiest and most exciting way to play DFS. Again, that's daily fantasy sports. It's just you against the numbers instead of battling thousands of players, including like pros and sharks, those people that really try to game the system and screw you over. You just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. Basketball's here, right? So check this out. This is the cool thing that I love from Prize Picks. You can now pick combo projections across football and basketball from the Specials League, a league created specifically for combo projections that includes 2 or more players from different sports and leagues. So if you want to do like more Patrick Mahomes yards and less James Harden points, you can do that. You can do that combination. You can do any combination that they have on there. You just go to the Specials League. You want to play alongside people. Maybe you don't want to go it alone. Maybe you want to play alongside people. You can go to, I don't know, Meek Mill, Andrew Schultz. You find them in the community plays under the promos tab of the app to view entries from some of the biggest names in the Prize Picks community each week. And best of all, Prize Picks even offers a reboot policy so your entries stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. For football and basketball games, if you have the player who exits the game in the first half and does not return the second, that player is rebooted. Prize Picks, the only daily fantasy sports platform with an injury insurance policy. So I'll tell you what you do. You go to prizepicks.com/ding and use the promo code DING, D-I-N-G, for a first deposit match up to $100. Let me say that again for you. You go to prizepicks.com/ding. You use the code DING, D-I-N-G, for a first deposit match up to $100 from our friends at Prize Picks. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
AT&T connects an ode to podcasts.
Connect the alarm, change the podcast you stream. Connect the snooze, 10 more minutes to dream. Connect the shower, lather up with the news, sports talk, comedians, or movie reviews. Connect with that 3-hour philosophy show. Change the drive into work and traffic so slow. Connect the dishes to voices that glow. Thank you to the geniuses of spoken audio.
Connect the stories, change your perspective. Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
This episode is brought to you by Paycor, the HR and payroll software built for leaders. Frontline managers and business leaders need help recruiting, hiring, training, developing, promoting, and retaining their employees. Paycor's HR software helps leaders do all that and more. Try Paycor for free with a 1-month trial. Visit paycor.com/Spotify for details. That's PAYCOR.com/Spotify.
This episode is brought to you by the podcast Tools and Weapons with Brad Smith. You know, one of my favorite subjects to discuss is technology. Because when you think about it, there are few things in the world that can improve or destroy the world like the technologies that humans create. The question is, how do we find the balance? Well, one of my favorite podcasts that aims to find the answers to these questions is hosted by my good friend, Brad Smith, the Vice Chair and President of Microsoft. From AI to cybersecurity and even sustainability, every episode takes a fascinating look at the best ways we can use technology to shape the world. Follow and listen to Tools and Weapons with Brad Smith on Spotify now.
Hello? I'm a Marine.
No matter how you served.
My buddies from the Army are all gone now. I'm really alone.
No matter what you're going through.
I keep getting calls about the bills, and I'm trying to get a job, but I feel so stuck.
We are here for you. If you or a veteran in your life is experiencing thoughts of suicide, dial 988, then press 1 to reach the Veterans Crisis Line.
Amin, what is your first note?
It's been 1,000,000 years since I've seen this. Huh? Get it?
Mayes, what is your first note?
We're going to spend the whole intro talking about My Wife is a Bingo, aren't we? Cross that out. I wonder if this will come up in the cast, but the actor who plays the science teacher is named Furley Lumpkin. I cannot believe is real. And then this movie is Teen Wolf meets E.T. meets Weird Science meets Rob Schneider and the Animal.
My first note, this is going to be a major to America's experience on this pod. Major.
Prescient.
What, the America that's voting Stoney for president and then everybody else?
And then me. I wondered if that was the cocaine bear going into that cave. No, it's Neander Vision with Brendan Fraser.
File.
Oh, Cocaine Bear is a massive file. I can't believe Mike Ryan didn't like it.
Dude, all those people I went with, Chris Whittingham and Master, and all of them were like, yeah, it was kind of whack.
Dude, it was so good.
They were roaring. They were roaring during the movie, laughing their asses off.
It's a funny movie. It was so ridiculous and well done.
They're frauds.
I was very disappointed in that.
But also, Mike Ryan, I will not stop pointing this out. Mike Ryan thought that Isaiah Whitlock Jr. was O'Shea Jackson Jr. in the future.
So a Looper situation?
No, I think he think it was like True Detective.
Oh, okay.
Not like he thought like his future self traveled in time. He thought everything that was happening with Isaiah Whitlock was like present day.
A different timeline. Timeline got fucked up.
And he was so confused. Like, how are they going to make this work with like the complexion? I'm like, what? I hate to say it, O'Shea Jackson Jr. is a lot lighter than Isaiah. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, that's him in the future. I'm like, no, it's not. What are you talking about?
Cave women be cooking.
Dark and ominous tones over the credits.
I've asked this question before. Can either of you start a fire?
Well, here's my note. Fraser puts his fur over her, sticks his hands in whatever she's pestling, and then starts making a fire with sticks. I wonder if Amin will ask us for the 10th time if we can build a fire.
Yeah.
Yes. I still can.
I still don't believe you. That's why I ask every single time.
All right, well, I'll do it on the train. How about that?
Okay.
No, do it in the back of that bar rescue place in Orange County.
Oh my God.
Oh, there could be a lot of fires starting that night.
Zach, did you see the one where customers just go to the back?
Oh, what have I done? Why is he talking about another episode? That was a one-off joke.
They go to the back and just make their own food. Like they reach into the freezer and grab.
No! What episode is that?
Rhythm and Brews.
Okay, I'm on it. Right after Marriage Rescue. The camera starts shaking, which means earthquake.
Or that a boat is crashing.
They both reach for each other's hands, but don't make any real progress in movement to grab it. And I thought,
ass on.
To us, he's ass on because it didn't look like he tried. But to her caveman brain, he's ass off because she thinks he did.
Except she was kind of ass on too. Hey, is this what earthquakes are like?
Just like it.
No.
Or the mine in the ice road.
That I believe.
And then the cave ceiling collapses.
Cut to an earthquake in present day. Sean wakes up from a sleep during the quake. Looked like he was shaking around on the bed rather than the bed shaking him. It stops. He lies back down, puts a sheet over his head. He hates those things. And then a melted icy falls from the shelf above, spills all over. He doesn't seem to give a fuck.
Picks it up and drinks it.
Ugh.
A warm melted icy.
Overnight, and you just woke up.
Yeah.
So many things that's wrong with that. When you look at Sean Astin, what do you most identify him with? Is it Rudy? Is it Lord of the Rings? Is it the Goonies? Or is it My Wife is a Bingo?
Well, now it's My Wife is a Bingo, but before I would have said this movie.
My Wife is a Bingo!
This is the new Go Fish. We're spanning the backyards of suburbia Encino as Reality Used to Be a Friend of Mine plays. Am I to believe that Sean Astin has dug this entire hole? There's no fucking way.
This motherfucker gonna dig a pool? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point.
Dirt everywhere. I don't see any evidence of a permit or an okay from the city that this is allowed to happen.
It's Encino.
Of all the things in this movie, this was the one that I could not...
Not a caveman.
I would suspend my disbelief for all the other shit.
Yeah.
This is the part where I'm like, absolutely not. Never.
His mom yells at Pauly Shore while Pauly nibbles on a bagel like Forrest Whitaker in Taken 3. Bagel month!
Pauly Shore makes me want to phobe this on sight. His name is Stoney.
Yeah.
He's dressed like an absolute asshole of a kid playing dress up as a hippie.
No. He's dressed like an absolute asshole of a 38-year-old man playing a kid. Playing dress up as a hippie.
He looks old as fuck in this movie.
I said he was 44 when he made this, wasn't he?
Just then, dirt thrown all over him with a shovel. We are now 2 for 2 Brendan Fraser movies where someone gets hit by dirt from a shovel.
Shovel!
He says, I just washed all the stuff. It's my gear. Sean wants to know what his mom was screaming about. She's bummed because I snaked her last bagel.
I said, oh God, is he going to talk like this the whole time?
Oh, it's going to get worse. Grab a shovel? Nah, I just want to munch. His sister comes out, says it's a total waste of time. Dave, be more of a geek.
There's no way you're going to the prom. You're a disease.
You're a disease.
And no one will ever swim in this stupid pool.
She's 12. Just eviscerating this loser.
This is means position.
Pauly says to stress less. High school's over, buddy. Get into it. We're losers.
Oh my God.
Dave's dumbass. I've decided something, Stoney. I want to look back on my high school career and think that I started slowly, but it finished strong.
You are a loser.
High school's almost over and I don't have anything to show for it.
Stoney thinks he should be stoked. Got through 4 years without full-on melon tweakage.
Pauly Shore is the 5 horsemen, right?
Yeah. I call it Pauly Talk.
Yeah. Pauly Talk.
Although there is some competition, I can't lie.
Oh, there's some real 20CB, man. There's some real 20CB.
20CB comes along. There's also another one.
Dave wants his own page in the yearbook.
Because that'll mean you did something.
Jump off the gym, splatter on the street, and go for the cup. Burr. Dave doesn't want to go down as the geek kid from Encino. Too late, buddy.
Finish the pool, throw a killer post-prom party. I'm going to be the prom king, and I'm going to graduate a legend.
Well, what about me? Oh, you'll be there too. Says, thanks, but Robin Sweeney, bro, she's not going to prom with you. I wish she would, but she's really not.
What are you talking about? Robin Sweeney is mine. She's become a major babe and she loves me.
She finds you crusty, Dave. I'm confused on what crusty means.
I don't, this is yeah.
It's all over the place.
I'll convince her. She'll see the truth. And I got Major Preston.
Oh,
Preston Myers.
Note too. My question, who's a more problematic toxic loser, Dave from Encino or Preston? Preston Myers? I'm going Dave.
We'll get to Dave's transgressions a little more, but he's already talking about how he possesses her. She's his.
Pauly goes into his full Pauly shtick that doesn't make much sense.
Truth is, bro, life's about greasing the do-back, buddy, and wheezing on the buffest, man. High school was interesting, right? But it was kind of like a harsh ride. We're going on to bigger and better things, buddy. Stoney, I am on the bigger and better things.
Dramatic flute stabs the shovel.
Count on it.
Cut to Encino High School.
And now he's moaning as he rides his Vespa wearing a pink mesh shirt.
That's a wild outfit.
Is Encino High a real high school?
I would assume it is.
Zach used to live in Encino, right?
No, that's Mo.
Oh, right. You guys all look alike.
What?
You, Mo,
I look like John
Bernthal in a cowboy hat.
He's bingo singing, I'm a stony, crusty dude.
Did you know that?
And I got a mop on top.
Is this self-exposition?
Yeah.
Like, is he just describing himself?
Dave points out Robin, and Stoney just screams at her and goes, ow!
Dave's eating Doritos on the back of the Vespa. Slow-mo drive-by. He's awkwardly holding the Doritos by Stoney's neck.
Yeah, it's real weird.
Tension.
They park.
Four-wheeling over the berms, whatever the fuck that means.
Stoney advises to mellow on the Robin thing. She always shines you, bro. And Dave tries to explain they have history together.
Pre-freshman history. Could have had her back then.
She hadn't hit babehood yet. That's a line that's used.
That's 20 CB.
20 CB. And also problematic.
Yeah.
Milk does a body good, huh? Check her.
20 CB.
She's clean.
Matt Wilson picks her up by the armpits.
This dude fucks.
She's clean, buddy. And he's got her. Matt Wilson? I mean, what a jerk. What does she see in him anyway? Well, he's got the buff spikes chilling on top of his melon, obviously, right?
She is kneeing the fuck out of his inner thigh.
Mm-hmm. She's getting all up in there.
He grabs her ass, and dare I say it, and this is one of several times in this movie, Paulie is horny.
Oh.
But Paulie is horny for Matt Wilson and not for her.
Yes, he is into Matt Wilson, and I think in general, he just wants to watch people fuck. I think he's a cuck. I think he's a Cuck O'Leary.
Cucko Paulie?
For sure. Cucko Stoney.
Dude, he's checking her cheeks.
And I said, so is Amin.
I was. My note was cheeks, question mark.
He's got the serious beak, his own personal holding company, full of fundage, bro, that he wheezes off of me. Sure. 18-inch buys. Mine are only 4.
He's going on and on about Matt Wilson. I'm like, all right, we get it, man.
Matt Wilson's position. Paulie then imitates how he walks. Dave does it with him. Cut to class. Teacher writes Cro-Magnon Man on the chalkboard.
Professor Duck coming.
It's Rick Ducoming.
Matt gives her an aggressive cheek grab, kiss, chin punch routine, and the girls love it.
Oh, they love it.
20 CB.
We get some prehistoric man ice age teacher's position. Big slabs of ice. Glaciers. I hate the way he says, yeah, that's right. Glaciers.
Enrique Glaciers.
One of the things that really upset me about this movie is that Pauly Shore's character academically is engaged and gets the answers right. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I wouldn't go that far.
He's a fucking moron. He raised his hand and he said,
he knew that they'd been talking about the Ice Age. I wouldn't say he's academically engaged.
Yeah. No one in this movie is academically engaged. This high school is a sham.
I'm not convinced they actually go to that school.
Whenever they're in class, he's locked in.
I mean, a caveman graduates from high school in this movie.
Someone enrolls with a dog vaccine check. That's it.
And yet, the only part that I found objectionable from a suspension of disbelief part, digging a pool. Fuck out of here.
Glaciers were heavy and form underground glaciers. Still some in the part of this world, according to some scientists, but the high school teacher thinks that the scientists are lame for thinking that.
Lame!
That was odd.
Hey, boys, we're going to do this proper, okay? Because this is my golden dumpster. Lock it in.
Really?
It's my favorite part of this movie. As the teacher's lecturing, Dave looks at Robin and smiles like a creep. She smiles back because she's nice. He gives the lamest attempt at a wave where he just puts his hand up gingerly. That's when this fucking hero, Matt Wilson, leans into the shot. He's out of the shot. He leans in the shot and just shakes his head no with such a smug look on his face, such a you don't have shit for her face. Dave puts his head down and just wilts away. Lock me in, golden dumpster.
Zach, same note too, bro.
I fucking love this part. It's one of my favorite GIFs.
It was the first 10 minutes of this movie that I actually like sat up and like, okay.
Pass off for Matt for sure. He's a great bully douchebag.
Oh, he's fantastic, man.
Dave is so awkward. And this reminds me of the Superbad shot where Michael Cera gets caught staring at her boobs.
Oh, yeah.
And then doesn't know what to do with his eyes.
Yeah, so he just starts looking around. Looks up, looks around.
Squint.
Also, a little bit in the same movie where Fogel is walking behind the girl. He's just looking at her G-string.
It's 10:36.
She turns around. He's like, "Oh, it's 10:36." She's like, "What?" And he goes, "I had told her what time it was." That's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard.
Doug Cummins says finding something frozen here or there wouldn't be that uncommon, and this is amazingly lazy science justification.
It's great, man.
Well, the science teacher said it, so it must be possible.
Robin's friend Ella says he's dope. I'd go out with him.
After the teacher pulls down a collapsible screen with a Cro-Magnon Man printed on it. This is so 20CB.
Oh, I love it.
I've only ever seen this if it was a blank projector screen.
I miss those. They don't have that anymore, right?
I never had that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, man. We had that all the time.
Not with shit printed on it.
The pre-printed?
Oh, dude.
They have a map?
I don't think so, Ella. Even though he's not bad looking, he's standing upright and all. He was extremely brutal. So he just took whatever he wanted, and that included his women.
That's barbaric.
Indeed. Tension between this teacher and Ella? Yikes.
Oh, tension between Ella and a drawing of a Cro-Magnon Man.
Well, I mean, yeah. Ella is horny big time.
Horny.
And then the chart rolls up for no reason.
As a transition, back to Dave digging the pool.
It means saying, fuck no, he's not.
Come on, man.
It's a hard object in the ground. Stoney's listening to his Walkman, doing some Tai Chi, 20CB in his ass off.
20CB Walkman with the earbud headphones. You know, the ones where it goes in your ear, but it still has like a strap to connect them to.
It's the airplane headphones.
Second of all, Sean Astin is wearing white women's sneakers. Those Air Force Ones that are all scuffed. Remember when I told you guys about it? You guys didn't know about this? Yeah. It's come back.
No, I'm noticing it a lot more. I'm with you on this now.
See? Also, 20CB. Wearing a t-shirt and then wearing a button-up shirt over it, unbuttoned.
Unbuttoned, absolutely.
I used to do that shit all the fucking time.
Oh my God, it was such a great look.
So many combos.
It has him feel the ground.
Buddy, it's chillin'. It's not like, chillin'. Bro, it is chillin'. I know it's cold.
Dr. Scholl's.
They pull a bowl out of the ground. That's a significant find.
It sure is. It's a Mysterian bowl from the Mysterian era. Prehistoric artifacts for 500, Alex.
No way.
Dave grabs it like a bingo.
What's a Mysterian bowl? I hate that's a 20CB thing. I'm so glad we got it up out of fucking TV shows and movies. They're like, hey, that's a Tripocylus. What? Tripocylus? Really? What's Tripocylus? Oh,
I love that. What do you think he means by that?
Yeah, well, that's different. Stugotz does it funny.
Yeah, we get the Jeopardy reference. Stoney calls it prehistoric Tupperware, like Smuckers.
Still preserved.
And just then another earthquake hits. We see some ice come out of the ground a bit. Stoney loses his balance like Joe Gatto, tosses the bowl backwards. Dave runs, jumps off the wheelbarrow, and dives for the bowl.
Rudy!
Catches it.
Rudy with the catch.
Like Jeep.
Lands on a giant man-sized block of ice and is fine.
Yeah.
That would hurt.
Hurt like a motherfucker. And yet, not quite as unbelievable as him digging the fucking pool.
Nice save, David.
Notices the ice block, wipes dirt off, and knocks on it. Under ice shots are back, boys.
Same note too.
Yeah. Under ice shot, month is back is what I wrote.
Run to the window. They bang on it for Dave's mom. She waves them off because she's on the phone. The dog is digging it out.
She's got an important call about starting a center for the homeless. That doesn't come back.
Not at all. But I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
That's how my kids are like that. Yeah, like it's not that important. Get a grip.
They never found Jimmy Larson.
Jimmy Larson?
That's what it said on the closed caption. Yeah, or Jimmy Hoffa.
Reverence and 20CB because no one ever talks about Jimmy Hoffa anymore.
Half a month. Fled.
Or Jimmy Mahoney. He was a kid I knew in the Cub Scouts. Easy
Maze, yeah.
For the first time, they notice caveman drawings on the interior of the pool he's been digging for God knows how long.
That's some quality set design. Dave thinks it could mean fame or money or popularity.
Far too much responsibility for me. Anyways, I'm already popular, says Stoney. You travel in large groups of one, Stoney. Dave is only thinking of himself, but he's guilting Stoney into helping. You couldn't use a new scooter? Some new bell bottoms? A little
fundage.
We use some older nugs with a mansion and a pool, soaking up the rays, watching all the Jeopardy you can handle.
That was the clincher.
Everybody's got a price. Come on. Dave with a lot of tension for Stoney.
What the fuck is he talking about?
It's like a G-dog on a fly tip, flossing with the pussy. cutting in the crib. What the fuck does that mean? Man, I don't have to beat your ass, but I will beat your ass.
Sean Astin selling Paulie on this while using that voice has brought me to the edge of phobedom.
Wow.
Only Dr. Miles Mitchell in Short Round can save this.
I'm on the edge of phobedom.
Wheeze some older nugs.
So nugs are babes.
Oh, I thought they were tits.
And wheeze is him. He's the wheeze. Oh.
So be himself on some older women.
Pretty much.
Who already have a mansion and a pool.
But wheeze when it's a verb, maybe lure? I'm not sure. Like lure some older nugs with the mansion and a pool? Or bag some older nugs with the mansion and a pool?
Yo, you said lure, and I thought of Omicron Persei 8. I was like, lure? It's a Futurama reference, kids.
They devised a pulley system and they're taking Polaroids instead of showing us how this happens. Just cut to the shed. It's already in there, propped up.
Yeah.
How'd they do that? Doesn't matter. They look over the body.
Barely a montage.
Next morning, Dave and Stoney fell asleep on each other outside the house. Dave is amazed the caveman's still in the shed. He says, no kidding, Dave. He's an ice cube. I laughed. Yeah. Dave wants to thaw him out. Says to tell nobody. Can I tell Steve Kooser?
No one, all right? Nobody. Zip. Adee-doo-dah.
Cut to high school. Dave's short ass pushes his way through the crowd. He goes up to Robin and Ella and immediately tells Robin that he found a caveman.
Guess what I found? A life?
I'm in love with Ella, by the way.
This is his plan to get pussy?
Yeah. He whispers it. She loudly repeats it. Ugh, Dave, you're drowning.
It's cool, right? I found a caveman all by myself. I dug him out of my backyard. You want to come check him out after school? Only inviting a few people.
And then she touches his shirt, doesn't think she's ready to handle it. I can't read her energy at all. Is she making fun of him? What is the deal?
I don't know.
Ready to handle a caveman? What does she think he wants her to do?
You know.
Yeah, you know.
Cool, I only need 10 minutes.
He understands. She says bye, walks away and calls him David. He says, I love when she calls me David. And then Matt Wilson walks up, shades on, chain on, white tee on. He says, hello, David.
He doesn't like when he calls him David. Going somewhere?
Yeah, I got a date with your mom. Bold comeback choice, you little shit. You have everything coming to you.
Matt gives him a little noogie, 20 CB. That's not nice.
Cut to the cube, thawing out with space heaters left on in a woodshed, unattended.
20 CB. It'll be fine.
Ice is cracking.
More realistic ice cracking. This movie or Ice Road?
Oh, Ice Road, man. Those waves. I mean, they explained it.
They explained it?
Absolutely.
With the bobbleheads.
I'm just saying visually. I'm not looking for like justification.
Visually, it looked exactly how they described it.
Okay.
Cut to Matt stapling Dave to a wall. He says, you've been a headache since the 3rd grade. I know about your stupid prom king bullshit. Forget it.
Since the 3rd grade?
Well, this is another reminiscent, can't hardly wait thing. Just bringing up old shit.
Preston?
Dave Morgan?
Robin wouldn't piss on your gums if your teeth were on fire. Yes, she would. Shush! Hush, please. Showing your ignorance again, Morgan. Some of us pump, and some of us slump. You should try some pump, Morgan. Might clear up your acne.
I love this. Shush! Hush, please.
I love his whole douchebag crew, man.
He is a perfect hero. I love Matt Wilson.
You going Johnny Lawrence, Cobra Kai on this, Zach?
Big time.
You want the Encino Man spinoff?
This is the hero of this movie.
Like Johnny Lawrence, when you see it from his point of view, fully justified.
Yeah, this little shithead's rude. He's trying to move in on his girlfriend. Are you kidding me? Beat his ass.
He's a misogynist?
Yeah, he's a misogynist. He's possessive. He's delusional. He fits the profile of it. Supercharge that.
I have a note here that I may want supercharged as well.
Back-to-back supercharges.
Some of us pump, some of us slump. I definitely pump.
Oh, I'm a pumper.
I didn't pump until I was like 21.
No.
Did it clear up your acne?
It did, actually. But it's too late by then. The scarring had already happened.
He runs the back of his hand down Dave's cheek, then slaps it. Then he writes, eat me with a Sharpie on his forehead.
Why is eat me such a bad thing?
20 CB.
I'd love to get 8.
Would staples have the weight-bearing capacity to hold him off the ground?
He's like 4'8". Maybe.
He's a hobbit.
I think it's a maybe. Yeah, I don't think it's completely insane. It's not like digging a pool by yourself.
No, not at all like digging a pool by yourself.
No. It's way more plausible.
That's the baseline. So anything above that definitely could happen.
Moving forward in Cinephobe lore, that's the baseline. Is it more ridiculous than Dave digging a pool by himself?
It's our Jurassic Park.
He pulls the fire alarm.
Everybody comes out and laughs at him.
All at once en masse.
The ice finally cracks open. The caveman is out. Brendan Fraser immediately goes back to screaming and thinking the ice is still falling on him from the cave.
Nothing's changed. His skin is almost Soul Man territory right now, is my note.
It is a great question.
It gets significantly less dirty in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, when he takes a bath.
No, before the bath.
No, before the bath. Yeah, when he's walking around.
It's degraded every scene because I feel like they only did it once. And they're like, oh, we probably can't do this again.
He starts walking around the yard. He steps on a rake. It hits him in the face.
Sideshow Bob.
He falls on his butt. The dog sniffs and licks him. He mimics the dog scratching itself. They put their hands on paws. There's barking.
This is watching two of the great actors of a generation improvise and play off each other effortlessly here. Brendan Fraser and this dog.
Yeah. This is incredible.
I can't tell who's leading, who's following.
Look at Mayes trying to cut you off at the pass, Zach. He's like, if I get excited about it, maybe Zach won't find it as appealing anymore.
This dog, ass off.
Oh,
completely ass off.
He was ass off digging when the ice emerged.
Oh, I believe he's done more for digging that pool than fucking Dave has.
The way the dog pops its head up when he first gets hit by the rake. Hey, man, what's going on here?
Crawls to the top of the dirt pile, looks over Encino. There's a helicopter that freaks him out. He grabs a shovel. He hops the fence.
That loincloth is really riding up his cheeks.
Yeah, it is.
He almost attacks a mailman. He shakes the package
and takes the string.
Somehow, a caveman walking around in Encino, California is still less distressing than a black man.
He drinks water from the gutter. He hates it.
Well, it's because the mud is rubbed off a little bit at this point.
Sees a truck that has not passed a smog test, coughs at the pollution.
Yeah, I feel like he should be more freaked out by cars, and then, here comes the truck.
Garbage truck freaks him out. He tries to fight it with a shovel. He throws the shovel and runs away.
Because it's got hydraulic forks and makes elephant sounds.
Who is driving the truck? The guy from Blacklight.
Walks into the house, steps on the TV remote. It's the Terminator.
I'll be back.
Reference.
Steps on it again. Some rock videos playing. Very 20 CP.
Sacred Reich. The American Way.
I said, Zach, this must be your playlist.
He's starting to headbang like that.
Instinctively.
Now it's a tribal music video. He's trying to mimic the dancing in it. Doesn't feel kosher.
He likes this even more than the heavy metal.
Dave and Stoney come back to the shed. The entire ice is melted, and these two idiots think the caveman melted too.
Yeah, I laughed. But I thought they could have framed it better with more distress. Like, oh my God, we melted him.
Yeah.
But yes, these dumbasses really think that by putting on space heaters, it's just a puddle.
They see the mud handprints on the glass door. They see dirt everywhere. The smoke detector goes off. Open the door. He's trying to start a fire in the room. Fraser, unbelievably ass off as this caveman.
It took too long almost to get him going, but it's an absolute shutout. He is perfect in this movie, ass off.
Well, I don't know if it's a shutout.
Yeah, well, hold on.
Not as long as Matt Wilson draws breath.
Oh, man. When he's at Blades, we'll get to it too soon.
Getting too excited.
Too soon.
Matt Wilson is one of my favorite characters in movie history. Okay.
Come on, man.
No, he's fantastic.
Dave becomes really possessive once again. He's ours.
Yeah, Dave is weird. He's theirs. They found him. Stoney turns out to be the moral compass of this movie.
Yes, I had that note later. I can't believe that he's the voice of morality and reason.
Yeah, he's like the good person.
It's not just morality and being a good person. He's also smarter than Dave.
Way smarter than Dave.
Because of Jeopardy, bro.
There's a line coming up. I don't know how much of this you want to go through blow by blow, but
all of it.
Yeah, the whole movie. It's what we do.
We go to high school. Do you know high school? I'm like, high school, you stupid fuck? And Paulie's like, yeah, high school. What the fuck? You don't know what high school is.
Dave's a good liar.
I have that note too.
He's not Ben Stiller, but he's a good liar.
That's coming up.
Paulie says be hospitable. They walk in the room. Fraser is freaked out. Completely ass off still. Dave's trying to explain who they are and where they are. We're from Encino.
There
We
you
should
go.
make your acquaintance.
Even people outside of the United States don't know where Encino is because they had to call this movie California Man.
Half the people in LA don't know where Encino is.
And we hope you don't gnaw on our beaks.
Fraser's just in the corner of the room on the floor. Dave says he knows what he's doing, then says, we go to high school, like Amin said. That's where Dave covers. He's like, I know, he doesn't even know what a room is. He doesn't know anything. Just be calm and easy. Flips it on him. Calm and easy.
Telephone rings.
Fraser freaks the fuck out.
20 CB phone with a 20 CB ringer.
It was a great phone, a great ringer. Grabs a bat. Dave grabs a skateboard. Stoney has a catcher's mask on. Stoney goes to get the phone. Fraser bashes it with the bat, jumps on the bed. He kind of likes the bed, how bouncy it is.
He's enjoying himself.
See, I think he's calming down. Calming down.
The phone makes a disconnected noise. He flips out again. Everyone screams.
When's the last time you heard that noise?
When I've inserted it as a sound effect in a podcast. 21st century, ma'am.
Fraser runs at Dave to attack him. Then Stoney grabs a lighter, puts it in front of Dave's face. His mind is blown.
Hypnotized.
His ass is off.
Fire. Flamage. Buddy's into it. Those kills, don't it? Well, look at his eyes. Buddy, he likes the blue part. Dude, he's glossy eyed. Think about.
Oh! Dave runs his finger through the flame, says, ow. Fraser mimics it. Ow! Goes out. Fraser gets frustrated. He goes back on. He wants it. He grabs it. He doesn't understand it. They teach him, and then he tries to set it to the wood on the ground.
No! Dave stops him. Link repeats, no. Dave can't believe it. I think he just said no. He says no over and over again.
Jumps on the bed.
He's so greasy. Greasy? He's a prehistoric pyromaniac.
We got to teach him stuff.
Teach him how to wheeze.
I'm waiting for short round, but I'm so ready to phobe this.
I don't think you should be saying that.
Well, that's his name.
Dave wants to teach him to be normal. No, we gotta go psycho with him, bro. That's boring, dude. Normal. Can't let anyone find out and steal the credit, because they'll still be geeks.
I'm not a geek. I'm a unique weasel, David. I'm just underrated because I live here in Encino. Buddy.
What is this sound effect? It sounds like the forbidden sound. When you're a kid, you do that, and your friend's like, don't do that sound. I'm like, why?
Yeah, why? It's a cool sound.
And now I know.
Yeah, now you know.
But why does that sound happen every time they dap?
It's a weasel noise.
And now it's time for a montage with I'm Too Sexy playing 20CB.
Banger.
Bath time, not soap, heavy duty cleaner.
Bubble bath.
Also, Johnson & Johnson, no more tear shampoo.
Tub is overflowing. They brush his teeth. Stoney's cutting his hair. Brendan drinks aftershave. He hates it. He's eating little soap balls.
Bath beads.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I am too sexy for Milan. Too sexy for Milan, New York, and Japan.
That tub is dirty as fuck.
Oh, I said that tub looks like a sink from Bar Rescue.
Brendan Fraser is fantastic at drinking or eating something he shouldn't and then letting it fall out of his mouth.
Where did they get those clothes for him? He is significantly bigger than both of them.
It's custom. It's custom made clothing. Someone made this by choice. He's got a multi-patterned Aladdin vest.
Yo, that vest is fucking dope.
Hideous plaid shorts.
Oh, man.
And how do you even get hair like that? Are you pinching and twisting every single lock of his hair?
That's a great question. Because he had to have had some kind of dreadlock situation in real life, right? He has never washed his hair because he's a caveman.
Yeah, they get around that by making his hair reddish brown mud until this bath.
They show him the mirror. Paulie tells him he's buff. And I said, Paulie wants to fuck. And then Brendan Fraser goes, buff? And he says, hey, you paused too. And I said, yeah, but you didn't, Paulie.
Oh. Well. All right, they laugh. Dave wants to give him a cool name, not Axel. We have a missing Link standing in my bedroom. Link! We'll call him Link.
Maybe we can call him Stoney number 2 because he's got my same do and he's from the Stone Age.
I like Link better.
All right, well, only if I can call him Linkage.
Cool. The way Dave says cool is not cool.
Squishy handshake sound effect.
They're going to test how smart he is.
And then he throws him on the bed, grabs his legs and spreads them, and gets on his knees. What's happening in this movie?
Make that squishy handshake noise again. You got a jar of mayonnaise over there in your bag of tools, Amin? What's going on?
He does.
That's all natural.
Dave does the thumb separation trick. Link can't believe it.
Yep, because that's the 20CB intelligence test.
It is, man.
The strain on his face as he tries to figure out Dave teaching him names. Ass off.
He's so fucking good. No wonder he's the best actor. We hear honking. Dave's parents are home. Everybody freaks out.
Whip pen. Your parents. Whip pen. My parents. Whip pen. Ah!
Golden Dumpster nominee. I like that.
You like whip pans?
The whip pans, yeah. And then ending with Brendan Fraser.
Follow the weasel, linkage.
He's going to take him out back, ring the doorbell 3 times. Dave goes to the kitchen, which is a disaster. Sister walks in, says, busted.
Mom, my kitchen. And I said, your ass also, because it's on.
Tepid reaction there from mom.
Dave pretends that he's cooking dinner for them and wants to know where the flour is.
This is the beginning of his lying magnum opus here.
Dad looks like Mike Jaminski.
Yes. It's Dick Mazer.
Dick Masseur.
Annoying. I'm a Dick Masseur.
Derek.
Annoying little sisters. Very 20 CB, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Why is the dog's name Boris?
Great dog name.
They're commies, that's why.
I mean, Dick Masseur does look like a commie.
And then Dave comes up with the name, and it's Linkovich Chomovsky.
And I said, see, I told you they're commies.
Dave's trying to lie like Ben Stiller.
Doesn't anybody in this house listen to anything I say?
Our exchange student, he's here. Yeah, he's going to help us dig the pool.
Bullshit.
Ass off for Sean Astin line here. He's selling this shit.
He's not Ben Stiller, but he's pretty good.
In exchange for extra credit for college and learning about their culture and junk.
Not how that works. You don't get extra credit for college.
Called college credit. If you're going to college, you know that.
No, man, drop out. He says, now you're going to take it back? What am I supposed to tell the guy? He traveled all the way from, and Polly says, I don't know, Estonia? Yeah, Estonia.
Because it's stony.
Sister says they can't be buying this. Dad's guilted into recalling something about this. Mom can't believe she forgot.
Dave starts bringing up other times his mom forgot shit.
Great move.
3rd grade, the parking lot after the play. 6th grade, soccer dues. Did you pay him? Then in 10th grade at the sock hop. Never told you, but I had the hugest boner.
I miss that dude, man.
Oh, he's the best. Reminiscent.
Are you reminiscing about reminiscent?
Yeah.
Oh, how could you not? Where is he going to stay? Why is he attacking the dog? Stay in Dave's room. He's not attacking. He's bonding. And he has the dog in a fireman's carry. As if, shut up. You shut up. And Dad says, no, everybody shut up.
He's tired.
He just wants dinner.
We always feed the entire neighborhood. Why not part of Estonia as well? Stoney always eats there and he likes the food. And then Link comes back up and he's ringing the doorbell. Why is there a doorbell next to the sliding glass door? Is that the backyard? Who has a doorbell in the backyard?
It's a good question.
Nobody.
Cut to bedtime. Dave can't believe Stoney said he was from Estonia. And Stoney can't believe Link is wearing cow pajamas. Says they're kind of flaming.
Yeah, that's not the same meaning now.
I think it's the same meaning then.
Yeah, I think he's horny.
Yeah, I don't think he was impressed. I think he was throwing some kind of homophobic shade on that.
No, but Stoney is the moral compass of this movie. He would never do that.
The times are the times, man. You know.
Link is staring at a sexy poster. Some Betty, huh? Betty.
Gonzaga's.
March Madness. Topical.
I'd like to suck on those Linux some Morrison.
Buddy Cones.
I'd tear you off my dick out and saccharate or Rui those pangos a few Timmies.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's like a flight.
He calls it to these Gonzagas?
Yeah, Gonzagas.
Jesus Christ.
Dave says he's going to take Link somewhere special tomorrow. Take Polaroids. Cut to the school.
Golden dumpster for Frasier reaching out to the bald teacher as he walks past him.
He's wearing a trench coat.
Yeah, Flasher's trench coat.
Trench coat mafia.
Walks into a glass door.
Poor Stone Ager. Spent 1,000,000 years chilling in a block of ice. Now he's got to go to high school. Ugh.
2 girls. One of them, Rose McGowan. Want to know who the dude is with the dork squad?
I think he's totally rude.
Totally.
Oh my God.
Dave tells Stoney that Link is their ticket to fame and popularity. Need to enroll him in school. Totally easy. He'll make them popular.
We'll make him famous. We'll teach him some stupid pet tricks and get him on Letterman.
He's climbing the walls while they're doing.
You're wheezing off his gig. Attention.
Oh, please. He's a caveman, for God's sakes. I mean, look at him. He's practically a monkey.
And this is Dave has some real issues time. Possessive, misogynist, racist.
We could do whatever we want with him. I'm guessing Dave's ancestors, slave owners.
We own him.
We. No. You. I just want to be his friend. Stoney's got a great outlook on life, man. Dave is a complete piece of shit.
Yeah, even though his hair is pushed back, not slick back, he is a real piece of shit.
White bathing suit.
Chicken spaghetti at Ciccolini's.
Blue Dolphin burned down. Robert Vonnie's working with his brother now. Link sits on the counter as Mrs. Mackey enrolls him. Dave and Stoney figure out how to guide him throughout the day. Stoney's going to take him to Spanish for 4th period. And that's when Link sees something he wants. Ella.
Does a handstand on the balcony rail, flips over and lands on his feet.
2 torn ACLs for your boy if I did that jump.
Hey, Link.
Shattered tibias too, yeah.
How's your melon, bud?
Link walks up sniffing and just grabs Ella and smells her hair.
Yeah.
Then he turns around, walks her to the wall. She is horrified and then horny as fuck.
She objects, but then, whoa. Is this dude totally fundamental or what?
Dave grabs Link by the ear.
Tim Duncan.
Pulls him off. He asks Robin, did you miss me?
And she says, always.
Always?
Still can't figure out what the vibe is.
I'm wondering if Dave's parents are loaded. Trying to figure out what the appeal is.
No, Matt's parents are loaded. He's got the trust fund.
Well, yeah.
Dave's parents are not loaded. You know how I know? Because Dave had to dig a fucking pool. That's the poorest shit I could think of.
That's a good point. Yeah. This is my friend Link. He's staying with us for a while. He's from Estonia. Ella can't believe that he's staying with them.
As he grabs Robin's hair, they lie and say he's thinking of becoming a hairdresser.
Designing crusty mops for the rich and famous, little one.
So there, Krusty's good.
Link says Gonzaga's, goes to grab Ella's tits. Dave stops him. And that's when Stoney points at her chest and goes, I think he was saying he likes your cones.
Cannons, people. Big old boobies.
Ella calls dibs just in time for prom. Is he fine or what? I'm not sure.
Cut to class. Link is drawn on the chalkboard. The woman stick figure has massive tits.
Dennis would be proud of this big-breasted stick figure.
Same note too, bro.
Okay, Dennis, I'm confused.
What's that?
These are just pictures of women with giant breasts.
Yeah.
And in some of these sketches, the women aren't even wearing clothes.
Yes.
Stoney says he's a looker. Dave's embarrassed. Matt wants to know who this dipshit is anyway.
Stoney was holding up his third eye like an episode of Basketball Illuminati, and Ella gives tactical redundancy. She thinks he's Jive.
Jive?
Jive? Yeah, you do? Hell yeah. And I'm not the only one.
Is she saying like he's black?
No, now, Lou. Nobody called anyone a JT.
Stoney is now taking Link to Spanish. He says, like guacamole, chips, salsa. La dia es mi hermanos. The day is beautiful. Amin thinks he's a learned man.
Link sees two dudes from Teen Witch dancing to hip hop, starts imitating him.
Yeah.
They dig it.
Couple of bingos, what I said, cutting it up.
Yeah. Well. But also, I want to assure every young listener that 90s high school was not like this. Minus leaving the tags on hats and clothes and shit. That was the thing.
That was real, yeah.
But none of this other shit.
Tension with these fellas, too.
Yeah. They like dancing together for sure.
Time for Spanish class. The cheese is old and moldy. Where's the bathroom?
Every student is wearing a telemarketer's headset. Link's got it on wrong. Ella leans over on top of him, tells him he's cute.
Mm-hmm.
He repeats it. You're cute.
Is she staring at his cock?
Yeah.
The whole time.
Big time.
She barely makes any eye contact. She's just eyes locked in on the penis.
She's trying to get that brontosaurus bone, you know?
She's trying to get that jive turkey, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. That pterodactyl, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
She wants him to meet her at Blades tonight. Tell Stoney to drop him off.
Blades tonight. He says, can David and I go too, please? And she says, you smell. Teacher comes by, flicks him in the headset with a pencil.
Hey, senorita, that hurt my lobes.
I didn't do it. They started the whole thing. Cut to the mini mart.
Indian music sting. Kashmir, Rajneesh.
How many minutes for the burrito?
They argue.
2 minutes. 1 minute. 1.5 minutes.
Okay, so this might be a function of me growing up and being more affluent and not having to deal with this, but gas station / 7-Eleven microwave food where you do it at the store.
Mm-hmm.
Is that still a thing?
No, there's no way.
I think 7-Elevens still have microwaves, but
what?
I've never seen anybody using it.
That's wild. I would no.
No.
They got the hot and ready food.
It's firmly 20 CB.
So he goes 1.5 minutes. Now he's going to teach him about the food groups.
Stoney's going to chirp in his lobes, discuss grindage, how to fill the furnace, pack the cheeks, and stuff the gills, okay?
He says that, and I'm thinking, while they're waiting for the food, because they're going to go to Blades later, is he teaching him about sex?
It certainly sounds like it. Grindage, pack the cheeks.
Mm-hmm. Stuff the gills.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit.
You got to know how to fuck if you're going to go to Blades tonight. Link grabs a banana.
Out here in the US of A, 4 basic food groups, and banana's not one of them.
Dairy group. Milk duds. You hide these under your pillow, bro, so your mom doesn't find them. If she does, you're tweaked, buddy. You keep on cruising.
I'm not quite following the analogy here.
Fruit group. Sweet tarts. These are killer, buddy. So citrusy, dude, you'll freak. Keep on cruising. Right, this is the vegetable group. Vegetable group. Oh, corn nuts. Oh, put them on a pedestal, bro. Look at that. Yeah. Those are kill, huh? Meat group.
And then that's when I realized, never mind, he's actually teaching him about food. Don't clip anything.
Link just grabs the burrito, starts eating it. He says, hey, you got to be equal. He splits the burrito in half, but takes the half that already has a bite in it.
Again, this dude wants the fuck.
Stoney bites it, spits it on the plate. Hot on the outside, icicle in the middle. And then Kashmir says, 2 minutes.
That was so good. Kashmir got it right. Rajneesh, nope.
They go over to the icy machine. Stoney puts his mouth under the faucet and unloads icy into his face.
If you don't beat his fucking ass.
Oh my God.
Rajneesh and Kashmir, you need to beat his ass.
Rajneesh is trying to rip the food from Link's hand and says, leave now, as Kashmir is trying to say, you can't do this here.
Kashmir, Rajneesh, why don't you just chill? No buts, chill. Link and I are cruising the mountain, bro, and we figure we's a little juice. No, wheezing the juice. Wheeze the juice. No, wheezing the juice. No, wheezing the juice. Wheezing the juice. Chill, bud. No, but chill. No. It's okay.
No eating the what?
Gets icy from the faucet and it gives him a brain freeze. They walk out and Link comes back in with sunglasses on and says, I'll be back. He picked that one up quick.
Yeah.
As far as we know, he's only seen Terminator once, and it was the first thing he's seen since he attacked a garbage truck.
Well, Arnold does talk like a caveman sometimes, so.
Oh, we're at Mega Mountain.
Amusement park montage.
And we're gonna need a montage. Ooh, it takes a montage. Even Rocky had a montage.
Down a roller coaster, loop-de-loop, mess with the panda mascot, Tai Chi walking, getting in the girls' pictures, coaster, raft ride with girls in bikinis.
Doing hand dance moves like Moondog and Zac Efron.
Hey, do that flick thing you do. Yeah, do it again.
When they're on that river raft thing or whatever,
yeah.
At some point, Brendan Fraser starts spitting water.
Yeah.
And Pauly Shore.
Uh-oh.
He likes it.
Tetch's a pretty good horseman here.
You guys like roller coasters?
Love roller coasters, man.
I love roller coasters too. How about you, Mace?
I've never really ridden roller coasters that much.
Too tall.
Oh, for real?
Now too tall, and then I didn't like them when I was a kid.
Oh, man, I love them.
Wow, Mace, you really missed out.
Yeah, you went from being a bitch to too tall for him.
I'm still a bitch.
I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass.
Dave's just waiting at home out front. Stoney and Link ride up on the scooter.
I'm very uncomfortable with the way he's grinding up against Pauly on the back of the bike.
Grindage.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, well,
linkage.
Yeah, he's just trying to hold on.
But Pauly does.
Wheezing the juice.
Dave is pissed. He's been worried.
No.
Sound like my mom. You can't do that to me. What's on his nose? Says just chill, because you know why? Link and I had a Stoney time at the mountain. Can't believe he took him to Mega Mountain. He says they're riding the vapor in reverse.
Check out the fresh nugs. Wheezing the juice. Ow! Buddy. Check out my cat.
Oh, God, you got him talking like you now.
Cut to dinner. Mom looks at Link's artifact necklace, asks if it's old. Dave and Stoney laugh. I laughed. I like that reaction. Stoney tells Dad someday he and his daughter could be married and then they'd be related.
I count the days.
I said, no, okay.
What?
Is this?
What?
I think she's his beard at this moment. Like, I don't think he's actually like,
oh.
I think he's just like, yeah, I might be married to your daughter. Like when he really.
So they're what, 17 here?
Senior year of high school, yeah.
Maybe 18?
Yep.
She's like 12.
She's 12.
That's not comfortable.
No.
And saying it to her dad.
Yeah, Mike Jaminski's like, fuck you. Like, I just don't care.
The dad's reaction is hilarious because he's so done with Stoney at this point.
Yeah.
He keeps calling him Stanley.
Yeah, that's his name, man. He says, if you're edged because I'm wheezing on your grinder, just chill because...
Grindage.
Oh.
Grinder's the app you're using.
Uh-huh.
Oh, misogyny, homophobia.
If I had the whole Brady Bunch thing happening at my pod...
Yeah.
Oh, I can't read. I'd go grind over there, so don't tax my
gig.
So hardcore cruster. And Jaminski says, English, Stanley. Speak English. And fucking Dave, Dad! I said, shut up, you little woke asshole. The motherfucker was not speaking in English. Yes, we're going to require...
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Yes.
Link squeezes butter out of a bottle like a fountain and into his mouth. I wrote tension and 20 CB.
Mm-hmm.
This whole meal is very 20 CB. There's just a massive bowl of peas.
Yo, I love peas. What are you talking about?
Out of a can, straight into a bowl. Cooking.
Yeah, man, it's good side.
Dave is dumping shit in a big bowl for Link to eat. Then he hears a fly buzzing. He gets up to hunt it. Stoney sings a weird version of Shoe fly.
Don't bother me. Because you belong to my friend Link.
Link catches it, throws it in his mouth, gulps it down. Meat group!
Next, he sniffs the dog's food. The dog is eating out of that artifact bowl, by the way.
Yep.
Boris.
Link joins him. We cut to Blades. Finally part of the elite. How cool are we? We're cool. David, I even showered, bro.
Link's already out of the car.
It's a hockey rink with no divider?
There's glass on the side, but behind the goal where people are shooting.
Oh my God.
It's right into the crowd, right by the door.
Yeah.
Soundtrack exposition, you're invited, but your friend can't come.
Ella jumps onto Link. Says, lose the Geek Squad. We see Jack Noseworthy, our Link.
Daisy Chain.
No.
And a fake young Norm Macdonald. They roll a skateboard over as Stoney and Dave walk down the stairs into Blades. Dave steps on and crashes into Robin. That is very dangerous.
Barney's incoming. Get him. Got him. Good.
Who are these herbs and why are they the guards?
Skateboarders.
Also, we missed the line where he said, I even showered, bro. And I said, white guys.
He's crusty.
Why?
One, not a white guy's thing. Two, Steve Martin.
No.
Stoney says it's not cool. You can hurt his pancreas.
Jeopardy.
Matt's playing hockey. Link is drawn on the glass with ketchup and mustard.
More breasty women. Dennis would be proud.
Yeah.
Ella likes it. Very avant-garde. She thinks it's her. Nope. Betty Nugs.
Now she's put off. Dave, like a fucking psychopath, tells Robin, don't forget, we've been naked together, holds up a picture of them as children.
This incel.
She's in a bath. He's in overalls.
So not only is this the worst approach ever, he also lied.
Yeah.
He's fully clothed. She smiles. Nice body. And then worries that he showed it to someone. Still can't pick up the vibe.
No, it's your copy. By the way, her copy has a bite taken out of it.
Like he ripped it off of somewhere in a hurry.
In a hurry?
Hello.
You can show anyone you want. What a weirdo, man.
Yeah, he's a psychopath.
What an absolute weirdo.
Ella asks if his old girlfriend is in Estonia. Says, do you miss her? Because I can tell you from experience, long distance relationships never work out. Just then, Matt crashes into the glass, stares him down, hits the glass before he skates off, and Link cuts his eyes. We hear the flute noise, and oh my God, we have an ass-off competition, boys.
Eye to eye.
We got ourselves a horse race, boys.
Ella is still selling Link on fucking her instead of Betty Nugs, and that's when Link notices Radmobile for the first time, and he runs right to it.
Pickup hockey only happens in the movies, right? Like no one actually plays pickup hockey.
I don't know. I lived in Minnesota for a while.
If the ice rink is the only place in town, people will go there, hang out and play hockey. I believe it.
Yeah, there's an arcade.
It's Encino. What do you mean the only place in town?
It's definitely more believable than digging your own pool.
Definitely. That's for sure.
Dave is badgering Robin by the wall of the rink.
Can either of you ice skate?
I've never tried, so probably not.
Really? Wow. Zach, I would have had you ice skating all the time.
In Sacramento?
Yeah.
Where there is no ice?
It's a rink, stupid ass. Like, I'm not out on lakes and shit. This isn't Mighty Ducks.
Okay, dipshit. One, I don't know that we had one. And two, I was playing basketball. What do you want from me?
He was dribbling around the Oakley store, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't have time to skate.
Maze, what about you?
I haven't tried to ice skate in easily 20 years.
Too tall.
Yep, too tall. Chocolate up for everything.
Also, he's
still a bitch, too.
Amin, you ice skate?
I mean, come on, man.
What? They didn't have an ice rink in the Sudan? What are you talking about?
Yeah, they did have ice rinks in Sudan.
Well, you never went to Rockefeller Center and skated under the tree?
He says, you just think I'm bad for your deal. She's like, right. And you think I'm good for yours. Yeah, that's it. Dead on, Robin.
I don't understand.
Just then, Matt taps him on the shoulder, pulls him out of the ice, has him in a headlock. What are you doing? You're not allowed in here.
Link is doing really well at Radmobile, considering this is his first time driving or playing video games.
Stoney joins him. He's cheering him on. Matt says, are you deaf, dude? Didn't I forbid you to speak to her?
Link sees them on the ice and grunts, "Wheeze the juice."
Matt goes, hey, you want a piece of me?
20 CB.
And this is badass, man. He throws down his gloves. Link steps on the ice and skids a little bit. Matt grabs Dave, tosses him down the ice, starts skating up to Link in kind of a serpentine manner, says, I don't know you, I don't like you, and as of now, I'm all over you.
I know. Same note, too.
He steps onto stable ground where Link has moved to. Matt rocks him with a left hook to the jaw, and Link just eats it.
He looks confused, and he's touching his jaw, shaking it out.
Yeah, he's very confused, possibly concussed.
Matt turns back to his D-bag boys and smirks. He's so proud of himself.
He just walks away.
See that? The new kid, he took it.
He took it from Matt. Whoa. Dave tells Link to hit him back, and Link just starts walking away.
Matt calls him a Bulgarian dork bud.
What do you think of your Bulgarian dork bud now?
Bork. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a Golden Dumpster nominee.
Oh, he shrugs. He's smug. He's the hero. Oh, God, I love Matt Wilson. Stoney tells him that was harsh. Matt goes up to Robin, starts petting her face. Let's get out of here. The stench of losers doing damages to my sinuses.
That was probably his worst line.
And as they're walking out, I said, I can't totally confirm, but I think Polka Dot Shorty has a wagon.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
I don't know who Polka Dot Shorty is.
Robin takes her ring off, says don't come near her. She doesn't need the ring anymore, tosses on the ice, and he goes, hey!
Glass ring, 20 CB.
Dave can't believe he got nailed.
Stoney explains he's a pacifist. A pacifist, caveman?
You're mental.
They fought for food and survival, not for popularity. Moral compass.
The whole time they're talking, Link is figuring out what happened to him by punching his own jaw slowly.
He wants to drive now that he played Radmobile, and Dave decides he needs to learn to defend himself. Against what? Against buttholes like Matt. Cobra formula.
Why would he be fighting for? For face, for us, to be cool. Cool, huh? He doesn't know what cool is. He doesn't know where he is. He knows nothing. Fight training montage.
Not fight training, VHS montage.
Wrestling Classics Volume 4. Dino Bravo is spinning someone on his shoulders.
What is this gentrified Mama Said Knock You Out that's playing?
I hate it.
Why didn't they just give us the regular version?
I don't know. You still have to pay LL Cool J for that, right?
You still got to pay LL Cool J for playing a cover.
But now you're paying for someone else, too.
You're paying twice now.
It doesn't make any sense.
Kung Fu Brothers breaking board with their heads. Link smashes it on Dave's head instead.
Glass full of raw eggs. He eats the shell. Watch Joe Frazier pretending to celebrate knocking someone out before he grabs Stoney and airplane spins him again.
Ow, my pancreas. Callback.
Cut to school. Skateboarders congratulate Link on taking it from Wilson. No one's ever done that before and survived, and I wonder, so Matt Wilson's been murdering people?
Yeah, one by one.
Beating them to death? Okay.
He's a legend.
Hero. Link clangs their heads together.
School montage? Montage making a late push. Weird cover of Wooly Bully.
He eats a frog that they would dissect in biology class. He backflips down a hallway. I don't know what that has to do with cavemen.
Rose McGowan and her friend are still horny.
Pottery class, Radmobile with glasses on, stealing food from girls in the cafeteria.
They snuck more Radmobile in the middle of this school montage.
Yeah.
Better than she saw. That you big horns and a woolly jaw,
He draws a spiral on a computer with Ki Kwan.
Oh, I said short round.
I don't feel kind.
And then I said, is this his only scene?
Nope.
Well, at that point, because if there's out, I was like, phobe.
More pottery class, talks to breakdancers. Quan then invites Link to the computer club, and then the breakdancers come up and make fun of him like Amin would have.
We took a vote, and the computer club feels your presence will be a valuable asset to our organization.
Computer club.
Oh, boy.
So he's bonded with the skaters, with the dancing bingos, with the computer club.
He's Mr. Popular. Link hugs Quan. Dave wants to know why that doesn't happen to him when Matt hits Dave.
Give yourself a few million years, David.
This motherfucker, man. What a piece of shit.
He's the worst.
Why don't people like me when I get my ass beat?
Because you got your ass beat for saying you were on a date with his mom.
Field trip to the Natural History Museum.
Flute, Stinger, Flutter were at the California Museum of Anthropology for an early man exhibit, and Professor Duckcoming says if Cro-Magnon Man was here today, you could sit next to him on a bus and never know the difference. Once again, justifying this movie with his bullshit science.
Link's amazed at the exhibit. He sees human bones being examined and cleaned, compares it to his own foot, his own ribs, his skull.
Okay, would a caveman really recognize a skeleton as, oh, that's like me? Or would it just be like, oh, that's a weird thing?
He is learning at a rapid pace, almost as if he's in the learning machine.
Same note too. Do you want lunch, Link?
as they're brushing the skull, I said, look, Zach, it has the same eyes.
No, not the same eyes as Ghost Ship. They're different. You're an idiot.
He's ass off in this entire scene.
Yeah, he starts seeing dinosaur bones and he has some serious Jurassic PTSD.
Mastodon, saber-toothed tiger, starts losing his shit.
Teacher's talking about a caveman being a meal for a saber-toothed tiger and they all hear Link scream in the distance and he says, there's one now. And I thought, Cobra formula?
It's one of the most experimental uses of the Cobra formula yet.
Yeah.
And these are the ancestors of the panther from Anaconda, by the way. Ass off the saber-toothed guy.
All right, David and Stoney go to look, and Matt hangs back and stalks them. Something's up.
Like this movie won't end.
Link is trying to make a fire with sticks at one of the exhibits. He's crying his ass off, man. Brendan Fraser's great.
Trying to teach him about family. There is new family. They reassure him.
Waiting for Zach to make a Fast and Furious joke here.
No, don't be a hack. Matt lurks and sees this happening. Fraser still ass off. I wonder how he didn't get an Oscar for this. Back home, and Dave thinks it's okay because people know who they are now.
Motherfucker, nobody thinks of you as anything other than losers.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed.
Stoney doesn't agree with his obsession and makes Dave agree to be more mellow with Link.
Link is passed out in the hammock with Boris the dog, both acting their ass off, pretending to be asleep.
Oh my God, completely. You know how hard that is to get a dog to pretend to be sleeping?
In a hammock?
I know, Zach, because your dog barks every fucking episode of this goddamn podcast.
Hasn't barked yet.
Not canon.
Driver's ed class now. Robin can't figure out parallel parking.
Oh, driver's ed month is back. Parallel parking month is back.
Line it up. That's it. Now begin to cut. Not too fast. Not too fast. Straighten it out. Straighten. Straighten. That's it. Stop, stop, stop. Perfect.
What in the Spencer Confidential is this dude's accent?
This driving teacher looks like David Sampson.
Yeah, David Sampson. That's David P. Sampson, driving instructor.
Whoa. Parallel parking is not a thing. Understand? It's not a feeling. It's not a state of mind. And it's not one of your disco dances.
Yeah.
Now get in the car and don't take it personally.
How is he 20 CB in the 20 CB?
When he says get inside the car to Link, he says shoot your barber. What?
He's insane. This guy is on a whole nother level.
Stoney and Dave see him get in the car from another classroom. They yell Radmobile and run outside. Link slams on the gas as they dive into the car.
What the fuck is Dave wearing?
It's driving on two wheels, rounding corners like Action Jackson. A lab coat teacher is running alongside them, telling them to stop that car. And all of a sudden, they're off campus. There's a shot where they're driving about 2 miles an hour, and it's all stunt people.
Yeah.
Especially the legs poking out the window. They're clearly not Sean Astin's legs.
Big time. Cut to instructor David Sampson giving a police report, which you know he would absolutely do.
Boom! There he was up on two wheels. I've never seen anything like this before, you know? I don't teach that.
You don't have to put that I left the keys in the car. Cut to Link. Tokyo drifted into a parking space outside the El Norteño bar. They've got a flat tire.
Oh, it's El Norteño? Because inside it says it's El Crib.
El Norteño.
Link is dancing to Move Your Body.
Dancing his ass off.
Stoney steps up to the bar in the middle of three Mexican guys, asks if he can chill there.
Oh, super problematic, this whole scene.
Oh my God.
Every other sentence either has orale or esse in it.
Just clip it. Let's just clip it. Let's avoid.
Coward.
Yep.
Hola, mi amigos. Is it okay if I just chill upon here? Orale. Orale. You want to be a man, is she? Eventually, yeah. But I'm almost there. Look. Look at my patch, bro.
Oh,
Macho. This is tequila, right? Hey, wait, where's the worm?
The worm's right there, is she?
I'm a weasel.
A weasel, eh?
Yeah.
You want to be a man, weasel? You want to be a man, is she? To drink like an hombre. That's
No,
right,
I can't.
is she?
No, I'm not.
Showing us
I'm going to play
disrespectful?
foosball. Ah, you guys
Drink
up.
up. That's disrespectful, weasel. Be a man, is she? Come on, drink it up. Let's go. Drink like a man, is she? You can do it, is she? Bottoms up, eh? You can do it, weasel. Ándale. Come on,
Ocha! 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 Okay, stop.
5 more, man. Weasel, 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 and weasel, 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 and weasel, and weasel.
Weasel! Wait, stop. Dude, do I have to pay for him?
What is this weekday club that's filled to the gills during the daytime?
It's the one where 3 guys force a child to take a shot of tequila.
Not just one. They say you got 5 more to go.
What were Dave and Robin doing outside? Because
they're taking their sweet ass time.
Oh my God.
Did he try to kiss them? Did you guys catch that? Like where he kind of like...
What?
When he says, my name's Weasel, and then he does the weasel sound.
No, he did the noise in their face.
But he's so leaning forward, but so uncomfortably.
No. That's your homophobia.
All right.
He holds the shot with 2 hands like John Lovitz in 3,000 Miles to Graceland.
They walk in. He's dressed horrifically. David.
Like, what is he wearing?
Link is still dancing. Robin wants to dance too. Dave says no. She says he's too uptight. I just don't like to dance. What are you freaked out about? There are no cell phone cameras. You're not going to get shamed on the... Oh, yeah,
Takes
true.
one to know one, Zach.
Oni introduces Enrique to Dave.
There's a muchacha sitting on the bar. Link looks at her body from foot to head, snapping his teeth at her Gonzagas. And he picks her up and carries her away. Cut away!
Now, this woman here has what Taffer would call approachable sexuality.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm talking about approachable sexuality. And how are we going to sell it? We're going to do a calendar shoot. What? Taffer, you've lost the plot.
It's classy. It's tasteful.
Matt and the D-bags sneak into the school office. They open Link's file. And the only paper in there is Boris's lab report from the animal shelter with whiteout to put Link's name on the paper.
This seems like an inordinate amount of work for bullies. Like, would they just whoop his ass some more?
What bullies? He's a hero.
I'm just saying it would make sense if they had lost the fight at the ice rink and then like, no, we got to get him back.
Nobody lost his girl. He's trying to fight corruption in the school system. They'll let just anybody graduate. Matt's a hero. What are you talking about?
He wanted to be like the coach from Waterboy. It's like... Seems like the folks in the NCAA don't think you should be playing in this game.
All right, Robin's dancing on the bar, and it's fine.
Dave looks on awkwardly.
He's a sad boy.
Link lifts her down, still dancing his ass off. Then he chugs a big bowl of salsa. It falls back out of his mouth. He screams because it's so spicy. He shakes his head like the guy in the Bing Bong video.
Bing bong!
Then he creates a conga line with Robin and everybody.
He doesn't create a conga line. Robin starts grinding her ass against him, and all of a sudden he forgot all about the salsa.
And there.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's smiling. It's not spicy anymore. The muchacha's behind him.
Enrique stops Link and says in Spanish, I said if I saw anyone with my lady, I would kill him.
The muchacha.
The cheese is old and moldy. Where is the bathroom? And then he laughs.
You're right. She's not worth it. She slaps him, and his friends console him. Those are good friends, man.
Yeah, they do.
Better crew, the D-bag crew or Enrique's crew?
Ooh.
I think Enrique's crew are actually a lot more supportive and actually care, whereas the D-bag crew, to me, feel like...
Hold on. One thing we kind of missed, though, I mean, when he was stapling Dave to the wall, Sue was ass off.
Oh, I said the whole crew was ass off. Their reactions were great.
But Sue especially is fantastic.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought we meant within the context of the story, not like the actors. I was saying Enrique's crew actually seem like they care about Enrique, whereas Matt's crew, I think they just like hanging out with the popular guy, you know?
I think Sue is very supportive. I don't know about that other dude. So yeah, there's probably strength in numbers here.
Hashtag strength in numbers.
Mm-hmm. Why did the cops raid this bar?
Because they're giving underage kids alcohol during the day.
How would they know that?
Because it happens all the time. El Crib.
Okay, a couple of things. The bartender, that's the dude from Don't Be a Menace who pretends to be homeless and then walks away, drives away in a Mercedes-Benz. Then he says, police, immigration, everybody clears out. And I said, hold on. Is everyone in this bar either illegal or underage?
I mean, prove that they're not.
Minors or minorities, you know what I'm saying?
I don't like the way you said that.
No, both of those were uncomfortable.
Minors or minorities, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
Don't lean into it.
Stoney's drunk. Dave tells Robin to take him. Enrique and them boys grab them to help. Dave will meet up later. Link is just swinging from the ceiling, and that's when the cops bust them. We're going to get busted. You are busted.
Pretty ass on for that delivery by the cop there.
Yep.
Mug shots with Dave and Link. Enrique and those guys are talking like Stoney and howling in the car.
Stoney is the crustiest bottle I've ever witnessed. So don't harsh his gig, buddy.
They drop Robin off and drive off, and Matt was waiting for her outside her home.
Big waiting in front of people's house movie.
Nice element you're hanging out with. Who are your friends in the lowrider?
I thought it was a little racist, Matt.
A little bit, but he's just making sure that she's, safe.
That she's what? What? So she's unsafe around?
Well, he doesn't trust Stoney. He knows Stoney's in there. Checking the temperature.
He's got to check the cheekage.
She says, none of your business, Matt. Go home. He wants to know when he should pick her up tomorrow for prom.
You are just like everyone else. All you care about is what people think. Oh, it's really pathetic.
What?
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
Character assassination.
Matt's been the most real dude this whole time.
I know. You don't have to tell me.
And she says, someone cool. I said, where did this change of heart come from?
Great question.
Who's not afraid of being himself or having fun? Clearly, she's not talking about Dave. Because he is definitely afraid of being himself and having fun.
She shuts the door to his face. He goes, who's cooler than me? Same note too, bro. Dave calls Robin. It's his one phone call, and he's using it to ask her to prom. Psychopath.
So just say yes, okay? Oh my God.
She says no. She wants to go with Link. Ask Link if he'll go with her.
This hating ass motherfucker, man.
And then she says she's sorry. They'll all go together, and he just hangs up on her. Also, Link gets the quarterback from the payphone, 20 CB.
So we can play more Radmobile. It's raining and dumping water in the dirty half-dug pool. Dave looks over at Link, who's sleeping like a babe.
Next morning, Dave is driving Link in a station wagon. Stoney pulls up on the scooter. Dave just drives off, and Stoney follows him.
¿Cómo está usted, muy bonita este día? Hey, how was jail? You meet anyone?
Dave drops him off at the side of a random country road.
He's abandoning him? Dave sucks, bro.
Like a dog?
He left this dude in the middle of nowhere with spare change because yo bitch chose me?
To be fair, he gave him a lot of quarters. There's got to be $8.
It's just for games, though. It's not for food.
Well, that's up to Link.
He tries to justify this by saying he doesn't want them cutting him up into little pieces. There's been zero threat of anyone figuring out who Link is this whole time. Who's going to cut him up? It's just what's best for you. It's best for me, too. No, it's just what's best for you, Dave.
Link is just staring into his soul. Brendan Fraser's incredible. Link starts walking away as Stoney pulls up, wants to know what Dave's doing. Stoney says he won't be better off with someone else.
Can't handle him anymore. It really is like releasing a dog into the wild.
Stoney gets tough with Dave, saying to call him back. He's like, he's not my responsibility.
You're the one who wheezed off his gig the whole time, tension, because he thought maybe it'd get you somewhere. And now the guy gets a little crusty and you're just going to bag him?
Tension?
It's not happening, Dave. I'm sorry. That's not how it works with friends, man. You don't bag your friends because they get in your way no matter what, dude.
Oh, like you care? The only thing you've ever cared about is nugs, chillin, and grindage.
Yeah, well, I happen to care right now.
That's convenient. You came along for the ride and let me do the dirty work because you thought it might work to your advantage.
Those are the desperate words of a loser. Maybe Matt Wilson was right about you all along.
Take that back, Stoney.
Start struggling. Link comes in, puts Dave in a headlock. Stoney's got the most pathetic smudge of ketchup on the corner of his lip. Dave apologizes. Link says family, and they all hug it out.
And then they go and team up with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
There it is.
There you go, man.
Yeah, there it is. You're just a little too soon, I mean.
Too soon.
They're all good now. Link hugs them. Dave dresses Link like he's the deaf girl from Speed 2 Cruise Control.
Oh, my God.
What did they do to his hair? It's now in a Davy Crockett ponytail.
It's interesting. Dave jokes if you touch her, and then goes... Robin's surprised that Dave's not ready. He says he can't go. He's on probation. He's grounded. Why is Link wearing shorts to the prom?
Because he's a badass, dude.
Why not?
Because it's the 90s and he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Dave walks them out. Link tries to get him to go. They leave. Dave can't believe how good she smells.
Fucking perv, man. What kind of perv shit is that? She smells good.
Stoney and Dave have enough champagne to fill the pool.
Oh, champagne. Champagne. Says there's always college.
Junior college.
Matt shows up to his house and breaks the mailbox.
D-bag boys got their tuxes on.
Gets a boost from Sue up to the bedroom. He falls into the hammock, tussles with that a bit.
Ass off him fighting this hammock.
Oh my God, absolutely.
Physical comedy.
Absolutely ass off, but giving a boost, 20 CB, right?
Big time. Yeah, no one gives a boost anymore. Everyone just parkours now.
That's true.
Behind the photo frame of Robin are the Polaroids of the Ice Cube from the beginning of the movie. Come on, you guys.
You guys are unscarable.
What is this proof of?
It's the MacGuffin. It's the only proof he needs.
Who gives a fuck?
This is my only confusion with Matt in this movie. He's like, gotcha, instead of, holy shit, is this a caveman?
Well, he's already suspected it, right?
I guess, yeah. They hear stuff get broken in the room. They run out as Matt and Sue are driving off with the Polaroids. Give me those pictures. And he goes, no. As they're leaving, another earthquake hits.
Quick, to my stepdad's pickup truck.
Robin is prom queen. Link is about to be prom king.
He is announcing this.
Matt walks in and says, wait. Steps to the mic. This is our school, right? We have a right to know if something bogus is going down in our school, right? This Hummer right here is taking you for a ride.
Same note too.
His name isn't Linkovich Chamovsky, and he's not from Estonia.
Robin wants him to stop it already.
Shush! Trust me, they've all been lying to us, but I found out. I know the truth. Do you want to know the truth? Do you want to know what he really is?
Dave says, give me back those pictures. And I said, that shit looks real suspect, man.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
He's like,
what have you? He's a caveman, and everyone cheers.
No, look, he's a freak. I got pictures.
Link hits him with the Jordan shrug. Dave rushes the stage, tries to grab the pics. Give me those. No. And Matt punches him off the stage.
He punches the shit out of him, and I was so happy.
Link bows at him, and we hear a gong, and Matt says, what are you doing, Supercharge it?
Oh, man. I said, this movie's rated PG?
I know.
20 CB, baby.
What a time. He headbutts Matt. It hurts them both. He picks him up. He airplane spins him. Everybody cheers. He tosses him onto a prom cake.
Yes. Cake at prom. Everybody had one.
Everybody's so creative.
Stoney goes up and pours punch on him. And he goes, shush. Band starts playing. Link is dancing now in the center of the floor. I don't know what this dancing is. It's extremely 20 CP.
The dancing? What is this song?
It starts off as Rush YYZ and then it gets weird.
She likes to beat the monkey. She likes to beat the monkey. She likes to beat the monkey. She likes the monkey. Well, gather round and let me tell you all a story about a boy and his monkey. He's got that kind of monkey that the girls wanna know. He likes to take his monkey every place that he goes.
Holly comes in. Dave joins them. When did they work on this choreography? No, everybody knows it.
It's like the ninja rap. The whole school is doing the synchronized dance. Link does a Tarzan yell, future callback, leaps on the stage, more dancing.
He says, watch this. To what's her name? And I said, 20 CB. No one says, watch
this.
What?
And then starts dancing. All right, everybody goes to Dave's house, jumps in his giant mud puddle that he's digged.
This pool is so gross.
It's a dirt puddle.
It's so gross.
They're wearing tuxes.
Robin and Dave sitting together. She says, what you did was pretty cool. He goes, oh, who cares about cool anyway, right?
Well, there's one really cool thing I wanted to show you. What?
My dick.
This. Cobra formula, they kiss.
She kisses him back. Link is right behind them eating a hot dog.
Oh, Dave.
Link and Stoney see muddy handprints on the glass door. We hear the flute. We hear the smoke alarm.
And Gonzaga prints.
This cave woman just started a bubble bath for herself.
Bubble bath month.
What?
It's your cave nug.
Link jumps in. Where did they get these clothes for her? Who cut her hair and dyed it?
They just skipped the last montage.
Jesus Christ.
Stoney and Link are applauding. Yeah, buddy, she is so greasy.
Kind of sounds like Peter Dante. Put those two noises side by side for me, please.
I hate go.
Look at me. I'm the waterboard.
They kiss, he smiles, freeze frame. I feel bad for Ella. She really liked Link.
She got cut out of the fucking movie, dude.
I know, man. Not for her.
After Betty Nugs, she just gave up, I guess.
The end, buddy.
The end month continues.
And then Polly with sunglasses. I'll be back. Roll credits.
Who cares if you lose the game? You got this off your chest. I mean, it's just one night of bar trivia.
One night of bar trivia is sacrosanct to us.
Trivia is sacrosanct. Brendan Fraser makes a cameo appearance as Lincoln's son-in-law and as a soldier with the name Link in the Army Now.
Mm-hmm.
Pauly Shore Extended Universe.
Future cinephobes, both of them, no matter what Amin does. I'll get us back.
For the scenes where Link is in the bath, Brendan Fraser was popping real bath beads into his mouth. He had a bucket nearby to spit them into after each take. In the scene where he's eating out of the dog bowl, he's actually eating Cookie Crisp.
Oh,
a popular breakfast cereal.
Cookie Crisp.
This is crazy. Ben Stiller read for the role, screen tested for the role of Link. Nicolas Cage and Jim Carrey were both also considered for Link.
I was dubious of the Ben Stiller thing, so I looked it up, and Pauly Shore actually posted his screen test on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
For what it's worth, Brendan Fraser said, I didn't want to do Encino Man about a caveman who wrestles with plants. At least that's what got me the job in the audition. Then a point was made to me, kid, diversity is important. That's why there's a smiley mask and a frowny mask. Tragedy comedy, range. That's why he took the role.
You guys don't listen to Smartless, right?
No.
A couple episodes here or there.
Okay, so he was on a recent episode, and I was blown away by how serious and unfunny he was on that show. Because that show's very funny and joking around and stuff.
Yeah.
It's probably the worst episode I've listened to. And I've listened to a lot of them. But he did talk a little bit about his audition for Encino Man. And I do remember him saying something about wrestling plants.
Originally, Pauly Shore was offered the role of Link. When Shore first went to meet with Disney chairman Jeffrey Katzenberg, he told him he didn't want to play Link because cavemen don't talk. And the film would lose his humor and unique Pauly speak, or as I call it, Pauly talk.
Correct.
Once Fraser was cast, Katzenberg insisted that Shore rewrite the other teen to become Stoney Brown, and Shore improvised most of his lines. You don't say.
There's conflicting stories about that, because the other one is that he auditioned for Link, and the writers decided to create that character for him. Like, the character didn't even exist of the friend.
From a September 1992 article in the LA Times, a, quote, major war erupted early last month between Hollywood Pictures, New Line Cinema, and CAA over Pauly Shore, the MTV comedian who became a hot property after his starring role in Hollywood's hit comedy Encino Man. Katzenberg and Hollywood Pictures had an option to hire Shore in 2 more films pending his approval, which of course became Son-in-Law and In the Army Now.
Sean Astin, in an interview with AV Club, said, I did not want to do that movie. I thought it was stupid, but I was wrong. I was wrong for not wanting to do it. It was stupid, but it was stupid in a wonderful way, and I was too self-important at the time to really appreciate what it was.
From being in fucking Toy Soldiers, calm down, all right?
Goonies.
And in an interesting way, it's almost like Sam in Lord of the Rings.
Good Lord.
You got Pauly, who's using the juice and the nugs. Then you got Brendan, who's a caveman, and I'm like the normal guy in the middle. And I think that's why they wanted me for that part, because I was the normal anchor. And I felt like it was a bit of a wink and a nod to the John Hughes movies, where the biggest stakes are whether you're popular or if you're going to get the girl. It's almost like 16 Candles or one of those kind of movies.
Cosmic Gumbo.
That's exactly what he sounds like. The other upside is I only agreed to be in the movie if they would let me direct a short film.
What?
Yes.
I directed the short film Kangaroo Court, which was nominated for an Oscar.
Oh.
I knew you'd get excited about that. And that was the real reason I did it, for the short film, not for the movie. And now I've said that, I'll never forget where I was with my brother-in-law, who was 14 at the time. And we're just sitting around, and he's just a kid, a punk kid. And he looks at me and he goes, Sean, and he said it, he might as well have been Leonard Maltin. He never used this phrase or spoken this way about anyone else. It was a totally out of space and time comment. And he goes, Sean, Encino Man is your best work. And I go, what? What are you saying? And when he said it, he was this 14-year-old kid. He really felt that way. He knew what he was saying. So maybe I've just been totally self-absorbed because I played a drug addict in a big picture, and I wanted to be a serious actor, and it was hard to think about being a serious actor. Once you do Encino Man, you're never going to not be a guy who did Encino Man. That will always be a part of you. It was a huge hit.
Astin read the script and thought it was, quote, the biggest piece of shit he ever read in his life. Katzenberg personally called Sean and offered him $150K plus $400K on the back end. He tried to respectfully decline and asked if they were willing to listen to his own ideas to make the film better, but Katzenberg was only concerned with the money the film would make. After a while, they faxed him a revised script, which didn't change much. Sean was eager to work with Brendan Fraser, but he'd never heard of Pauly Shore, and after watching tapes of Pauly's MTV stuff, Sean was even more reluctant. Disney was relentless in pursuing Sean, so they upped his pay to $250K, gave him complete creative control over his bitch-ass Predator character.
Wow, this is all him.
A 3-option deal, and a short film to direct, which, as Amin mentioned, was Kangaroo Court. Now, I need you guys to tell me who wrote this next trivia. Pauly Shore and Sean Astin didn't really like each other initially. Sean comes from a more formal acting background, while Pauly is much more off the cuff. Sean was both jealous of and didn't quite understand Pauly's success at the time, and Pauly sensed that. Sean struggled to find what to appreciate about him. It was only afterward that he understood what he brought to the table and how that dichotomy helped them bounce off each other in the movie.
I know who wrote that. Dick Masur.
They shot this movie in a month, by the way.
Yeah, I buy that.
Absolutely.
I buy that big time.
B-movie icon and former Penthouse Pet of the Year, Julie Strain, said she met Pauly Shore at the premiere. The next day, she went with him to appear on the Howard Stern show to promote the movie. Stern paid more attention to her than Shore, so she made a deal with Stern where she'd drop her pants and let him spank her bare behind for every positive plug he gave the movie. He ended up endorsing it a lot.
I'd like you all to do an experiment on a plant, something that may benefit mankind. And if you devise something that groundbreaking, I guarantee you a A in this course.
Oh, well, hold on, man. You following me? You can't do that, Lionel. Look, man, if you don't want me to have a foreman job, I understand, but I need my fucking job, man.
Lewis Pinnock Accent Award. Is that Pauly speak as well?
It might be. It might be.
What about Spencer Confidential, the driving instructor?
David Sampson? Yeah, let's give it to David Sampson.
Let's show them who the horsemen are, guys.
Yeah, we got soul.
Five Horsemen, Shore's trademark, Pauly Talk, 20CB, or Montage.
Oh, horniness / tension.
Ooh, man. I mean, we're only going to have a couple more options to get Pauly Talk in there, but it's not dead.
It's either Pauly Talk or 20CB, because the 20CB in this movie is outrageous.
Yeah, but it is really horny, too. I don't want to discount this horniness here.
I think horniness, man. Everyone's so horny.
It's a toughie, guys. I'm going to go horniness.
Breathe in through nose, out the mouth.
Ass on, ass off.
Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex. Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex.
Ass on, fuck it, ass off. Ass on, fuck it, ass off.
Michael Biehn Memorial Ass On Award. Pauly Talk?
Who's bad in this movie, man?
I'm a little conflicted because he's terrible, but this is the most Pauly Shore he's ever been.
Yeah, I mean, Robin's pretty bad.
I blame that on her having no idea what her character was even about.
I also think compared to Ella, like Ella's great in this movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a lot of scenes together, which is maybe not fair. Man, Pauly Talk for Ass On, it doesn't make a lot of sense. No, you know, the mom. Mom was terrible.
Oh, the mom. Absolutely. Super ass on.
Yeah.
Carl Weathers Memorial Ass Off Award.
We got a race, boys.
Yeah.
Matt Wilson, The Dog, and Brendan Fraser as Link.
Robin Tunney, whatever her last name is.
Yeah.
I mean, Ella, she's great.
She is great.
The teacher's great.
Duck coming.
The sister's pretty good. Dick Masur's pretty good.
No, yeah. Mike Jiminski.
I really want to give it to Michael DeLuise for Matt Wilson, but he can't go get Brendan Fraser, right?
He has barely 5 words in the whole movie, and yet he carried it.
Yeah, he carries it big time. Yeah, it's got to be him. I really want to give it to Matt, but I can't.
Congrats, Brendan Fraser. What a week for you. You won an Oscar for Best Actor. And
well, that was a couple weeks ago.
Timeline. He's a cinephobe.
Are you good at keeping secrets?
Absolutely.
Because I've got a present for you. Secret present outside by the dumpster.
Is it a baseball mitt?
It fits you like a baseball mitt, like a glove. I hope.
Golden Dumpster nominees. Dave, awkward smile and wave at Robin before Matt leans over and shakes his head.
Oh, lock me in, man.
Frasier and Boris playing the mirror acting game of improvisation.
Yep.
Matt Wilson and the D-Bag Boys, just their crew. When Link discovers the lighter. His big-breasted cave paintings. Betty Nugs. Wheezing the Juice with Rajneesh and Kashmir. Dick Mazer telling Paulie to speak English. When Matt fights Link at Blades. Link at the Anthropology Museum. David Sampson, the driving instructor. And Link dancing his ass off at the end.
I also have your parents, my parents. Specifically at Blades when Matt shrugs after punching Hookin.
I don't know you. I don't like you. And as of now, I'm all over you.
All over you, yeah. Brendan Fraser reaching out for the ball teacher as he walks by, as they're walking into the school. That was great acting there. Drawing the stick figure like Dennis. Oh, shit. I think that might be mine. Even though the leaning in the frame is so classic.
Yeah.
I want to spread the love a little bit. So I'm going to say drawing stick figures like Dennis Reynolds.
I mean, I'd love to give Matt Wilson the entire Golden Dumpster, but I got it specifically. I locked it in as soon as I saw it again. I have to lock in the head shake. He just leans in so perfectly from out of shot.
So slow.
Slow. And the way that Dave just bitches out on it, like Maze at a roller coaster. Like, it's just incredible. Maze?
And bitch out on the roller coaster. I just didn't want to go on them. Still don't. I'm still a bitch.
Yeah, you bitched out before it, I guess.
Oh, by the way, Pauly Shore, I forgot that in the trivia. Also, bitches out on roller coasters. Did not like that part of the... They had to shoot it several takes or whatever.
I'm going to go with Pauly Talk for Golden Dumpster because it's the peak of the language.
It sure is, yeah.
It infected the whole movie. Every other character that he comes into contact with, not just Link, starts speaking it. The guys at the convenience store, the guys in the lowrider, everybody.
Dave's dad saying speak English.
Well, Zach, you picked it, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. I like that.
Oberfile.
Boys, this was a file in 1992. It's a file every time I've seen it since. It was a file this week, 2 weeks after Brendan Fraser won the Oscar for Best Actor. I love this movie. It might be a Two American situation. I don't give a shit. I think Brendan Fraser's great. I think Michael DeLuise is great. Like, I'm all in on this entire movie. Even as annoying as Pauly Shore is, maybe I'm a little skewed in his favor because of how sad he seemed when he walked into the Oakley store. 10 years after this movie, 11 years after this movie came out, this is an easy file for me. One of the easiest files we've ever had. Maze?
I had seen this probably in the 90s. I remember it as the Brendan Fraser caveman movie, and he did not disappoint. He was amazing. Did it all with just his reactions. He's an incredibly talented physical comedian as well. Like all the dancing and the climbing on shit. He's fantastic in this. Matt Wilson was a revelation. I did not remember that guy being such a great douchebag leader of the crew.
Well, hero.
Tomato. Reality just changed sides. And Pauly Shore, while is totally played out now, this was the first mainstream blow up of Pauly Shore. And so I treat that as a historical artifact, much like he does with his Jeopardy knowledge. So it didn't bother me that much because it was hilarious how much they leaned into it and how everybody essentially gave him the keys to this movie. Sean Astin was the weak link because his character is psychotic, but he played that psychotic guy well.
Apparently those are his ideas.
I enjoyed it enough based off of Brendan Fraser alone. Matt Wilson was the garnish. It's a file, boys. Amin?
Sweep it, you coward.
It's a phobe. I was waiting for Short Round to save the day. He was not allowed to because they only gave him 2 lines in the movie.
Still doesn't sound right.
Brendan Fraser was amazing, and the actor who played Matt,
Michael DeLuise, yeah,
he was really good. But this movie's terrible.
What?
Sean Astin, yes, he had creative control on his character, and we could say, oh yeah, maybe he just made him into an asshole, and he played an asshole well. Except his comments that I read from that interview with AV Club indicate that he actually thought this is a good character. Like, he called himself the grounded one, the normal guy, the moral compass pretty much, which is staggering. Tells me he's a piece of shit. This movie is a piece of shit. Pauly Shore is a special piece of shit. The most shining example of nepotism in the history of show business.
The most?
The most.
Nah, there's no way.
Oh, I don't know about that, man.
Name one. Name a more shining example.
I mean, how much time do you got?
Yeah.
Because it's the combination of his mom was super influential and he is talentless. He has zero talent. Even his mom was like, you can't play in the Comedy Store. This is an awful movie. It's not funny. Other than the scenes where Matt is bullying somebody, it's not funny at all.
Amin filed White Chicks.
That was a funny movie.
It's not.
Amin filed fled, dude. You phobed fled and Amin filed it.
Fled is 100 times what this movie.
He filed Problem Child.
Again, 100 times better.
Delta Farce.
Yo, like, look, man, you can't deny the magnitude.
Teen Witch.
Teen Witch was a great movie.
This movie was Teen Witch.
No, it wasn't.
It was Teen Witch with cavemen instead of witches. Teen Caveman.
R.I.P.D.
Man, you be hating on R.I.P.D. I think you're doing a bit, Zach.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Oh, come on, man. They had that subway system in there with the huge plastic balls. Come on, man.
Reindeer Games, just so you'll talk Coke and Pepsi.
Fucking, man, Dennis Farina.
What men want.
I'm sorry. I'm not racist like you guys.
Well,
oh, sorry.
It's not true.
This was an easy phobe for me. It wasn't even that hard.
You filed Taxi.
I know, because that opening scene was incredible. Golden Dumpster.
Anything Matt Wilson does in this movie is better than that opening scene.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, she made it from fucking Manhattan to deep Red Hook, Brooklyn.
I don't know what any of this means.
In all of like 20 minutes.
I don't care.
I don't care either. Phobe.
Send us your whatever the fuck it is, your Louis Pinochle Award, your 5 Horsemen, ass on, ass off, your Golden Dumpster, and your faux profile at Talk Hoops, at Darth Amin, at Corn Puzzle, at Levitard Show.
Next time we make love, you introduce me to Jade.
Pauly Shore movie are you picking next in the daisy chain?
It's my turn.
You coward.
Okay, so went through the cast and, you start looking through all the movies they've done and things that might jump out at you, right? So the first person I picked, I was like, Rick Duckman, man.
Resume.
Yeah, he's got a resume. He's been in a bunch of Cinephobes already. I was like, let me see. And when you pull up his movies, right next to Groundhog Day is MVP Most Valuable Primate. And I got so excited. And then I found out not enough critic reviews and the audience reviews, 41%. I know, it broke my heart. So the next person I looked at was Brendan Fraser. Let me not be too cute. Let me go right Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, we've already done The Poison Rose.
There I saw it. A movie that Zach and I have done, but is not canon. The Scout. And if I recall correctly, it was actually a very enjoyable experience.
Oh, I like The Scout, yeah.
But then I looked at it in The Scout, it's a rental. I'm not trying to do rentals. No. So I said, put that on the back burner. So then I went to Rose McGowan.
Oh, okay.
And she had Scream 3 that qualifies. And that's the one where they're shooting a movie called Stab 3. It's based on Scream 3. And the new Scream movie's coming out. And I said, this is all kind of factors in. I'm like, this is cool. But then I said, let me keep digging a little bit more. And I saw the scene where my man, the bartender, says, police inauguración. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a guy from Don't Be a Menace. So I looked up Don't Be a Menace and it qualifies. And so Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood is the next pick in the daisy chain.
I'm glad that you violated your own rule.
He plays bartender in this.
Yeah, what's his name,
Bartender. Bartender.
Bartender.
Bart.
Who does he play in Don't Be a Menace?
Jeffrey that's his name.
What's his name?
Jeffrey Anderson Gunter.
Okay.
In Don't Be a Menace, he plays a character called Homer Lessman.
He doesn't have a name in either of these movies.
No, it's Homer Lessman.
Okay.
It was originally written for a Jewish character, but
I don't care.
Like he tested so well.
I'm not a stickler like Casablanca over here, so yeah, by all means.
Oh,
Casablanca is not a theme.
Wait. I got a lot of shit over Brett Rice. So now we're just picking anyone who's got any kind of role?
I gave you shit over Brett Rice because I thought that he was an editor. Because there was a guy named Brent Rice.
Didn't know that. I didn't pick up on that.
And then once it was Brett Rice, yeah, it was fine. He talks in both movies. I know who he is. He's the assistant coach.
Editors are eligible?
No, they're not.
Well, we'll see. Amin's picking guys with no names.
Yeah, now Amin's picked guys with no names, which violates his own rule. It's fine. I'm good with it.
Okay, hold on. Let me think about this.
Yeah, now you're opening it up to Zach, you idiot.
Yeah.
You've set a precedent.
Yeah, I can't do that.
No, just do it.
What?
I can't do that, man.
What?
I can't open up Hell's Gates.
Oh, no. Open the doors, man.
Event Horizon.
Let the draft come through.
No.
Engage the gravity drive. Let's do it.
Let's feel like an Event Horizon if you allow me this. No, that's it. Don't be a menace.
No. I can't.
What?
I can't.
This is good.
No, it's not good.
No, this is perfect.
We're all happy. What are you doing?
This is perfect.
Don't ruin this.
It's great.
What is wrong with you?
It's not perfect because Zach is going to make us hate life.
What are you talking about?
All right, don't be a menace.
Stuntmen, editors. It's all fair game, bitches.
No, stuntmen and editors are not fair game. How did you extrapolate that?
Why not? They're in the movie. Well, it's my pick next, so we'll find out.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Whatever.
Man.
Timeline got fucked up.